Morning, guys. Sorry, a customer rang just as I clicked let go live, and I still haven't gone live. I have gone live. There you go. A customer rang and then wanted to have a long conversation with me, so I do apologise, gents. So, morning, everybody! Happy Monday! That used to be a group in Manchester. Were Manx? Were they Manchester? I don't know. Good morning, everybody. Oh, dirty glasses, can't see a thing through there. Even dogs come down to see me. Let's have a look who we've got in today. Let's have a look. Let's start at the beginning. We have JFix. Good morning, JFix. Good morning, EDM, TFN. Congrats on 5K at work. So no audio. Enjoy the stream, everyone. See you later. See you later, TFN. Morning, Dreams. Good morning. Good morning. Andy's in the house. Yes. Morning, Steve. Congrats on 5K. Thank you very much. And that's Andy Super Condo. Good morning. And did you enjoy your short break? I presume that was, oh yeah, that was to Andy, that one. I've got to catch up on these. Yeah, sorry. How long is this minute? A customer rang just as I clicked live. Still got to leave in 30 minutes. Hello, Alvesto. Good morning. And who else we got in? We've got, there we go. Andy's on holiday, sunning himself. He should do a live stream from wherever he is. Anyway, let's get on with this. We have Maddie live this morning. There we go. And guys, let me see if I can fit my finger. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Somewhere around there. 5,350. Don't even ask. I have no idea. Wednesday last week, it just went. When I published that, there was 2 videos, and I think one of the videos have now got 8,000 views. It's just gone 19,000 views, 19.3 thousand views. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sick of analysing it. I've even emailed YouTube. And just said, look, I think it's been maybe a bot attack or something like that. And they've basically gone, no. It takes them. I emailed them last Thursday because it was going up then, and they basically come back and said there's nothing basically. Yeah, it's what it is. Anyway. I think it's because Andy's been on holiday, they've had nobody else to watch. That's all it's down to. I'm so happy your channel is going crazy, bro. It's gone lunacy, absolute lunacy. Even on Twitch, it's picked up as well. So it's gone absolutely splendid. So I had a good weekend. Let's have a quick catch up. Had a good weekend this weekend. Went to a party on Saturday. Ate far too much. Didn't eat at all until tea time on Sunday. I ate that much. So certainly had that such a sugar rush because we had the most amazing. Somebody made an Oreo cheesecake. Oh, it was delightful. It was that nice. I've even got some in the fridge. It was, yeah, proper erotic and indulgent as I'm licking the bowl. So that was good. That was a good one. And then Sunday, I had a bit of a chilled one. Watched the Grand Prix. I should have said tried to watch the Grand Prix. What a boring race. Well, that's Netherlands for you. And unfortunately, Red Bull crashed out on lap 1. I was absolutely devastated. So, yeah, I think it would have made it a more interesting race, in fairness, if Max were in it. So I am a bit gutted that he did crash out, but it is what it is with that. It is what it is. Oh, so there we go. Thank you very much, Andy. Have a good week away. Have a good week. I don't know what you're doing. Week, fortnight, whatever it is. Don't know. But have a good one anyway, Andy. A well-deserved break. So I'm on going to stream for half day today. Probably until about lunchtime-ish or until I am done. Whichever comes sooner, because I have other things to do, like get school uniforms ready, because the schools are going back shortly, and we need to do that. Oh, you're coming home, are you, Andy? Oh, crikey. Oh, no, Andy's coming home. That means my subs will start to drop. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm just getting me notifications. Yeah, that's somebody picking up. So that's that one. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we have in today, we've got 2 desktops in so far today anyway, both with no power. We've got a desktop where we just need to install a graphics card because their graphics card's gone bang, so they've upgraded to a 5060 Ti from theirs, which had exploded. And then we've got a laptop in as well to do something on. I think that's no power on laptop. Got a graphics card being dropped off that's not working as well. That's coming in for diagnostics. And what else? Oh, I've got 2 for screens, but I just need to audit screens. We took those to pieces last week, so we've got the screens working on this one. This one is a nice. It's a nice laptop. This one. It is. I think we worked on this last week, and I've put a new SSD in it, or a new M2 in it, should I say? It's a PC specialist one. Let's get our power meter on screen. That one there, and yeah, and power meter on this. That's fine. So we can see what this is doing. Yeah, and we are port number 5 link. Turn it on. There we go. So at least we've got something on screen. So strangely enough, this one doesn't actually pull any current when it's not switched on. Don't know why, but that's. I think it's probably because maybe battery's fully charged. I don't know. But it is working. But yeah, I do think the laptop is just because the battery is full. As you can see, it pulls current fine. It works off battery. It works off there, and battery is actually 100%. So we should be good on this one. But this one has had a new hard drive put in, so that is all working. I was just putting the screws in the back of this one, so we are good. We'll call this one actually done. I have been working early this morning, so I'm just going to text the young lady and say, right, somebody. Oh, that graphics card's now coming in tomorrow, not today. Just text me to say you can't get today, and I will just text this young lady and say this one's done, and she can come and collect this. I wrote this number and I'm struggling to read my writing. That's how bad my writing is. Good morning. Your laptop is now complete. Is incomplete. Now it is complete. And can be collected. Okay, so that one is me now. Done. Send that one. So that's that one done. Stick that in there. That one done. We need to order those 2 screens. We need to do this desktop first, though. Veronica, good morning, good morning. Smart Home Automation, good morning. I love that name, Smart Home Automation. I need to dig into that a little bit more. Morning, Ronnie. How's the repairing going, Ronnie? Keep hold of that. Smart Home Automation, is that things like I'm trying to think of the guy who does it all the time, and I can't think of his name. The bald-headed guy, I can't remember. I think it's like a bit like mine, Ronnie. A bit like mine. Mine are going ever so slow. I'm trying to think of the guy who I watch who does it all the time. Bald-headed guy from UK who's got a bit of a fetish about Star Trek. I can't remember his name. He's ever so funny. Used to be a fork truck driver. He's now a YouTube streamer. No, can't remember. Always in for a bit of smart home automation. But anyway, let's get the desktop all rigged down because it's sat down here waiting. Stick the customer's details up there. Oh, so this one came in last week, and basically has gone bang. And customers ordered a new graphics card, which should have been here before 1 o'clock on Saturday. Apparently the driver turned up at 2 o'clock, even though they paid for pre 1 o'clock because I was going out, and left the 5060 as Amazon do on the driveway outside. Spoke to the customer because the customer got it delivered here. Spoke to the customer, told the customer, so the customer's raced through, and the graphics card's not on the drive. So it took them, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes to get through here. The customer. So I'm got home in the meantime in this, and I'm in the shower getting a shave. Anyway, I hear this banging on. I'm thinking, I'll ignore it. This banging went on for a good 10 minutes. No exaggeration, guys. 10 minutes worth of banging. It's a very quiet residential street that I live on. Banging. Dog's going mental. So I runs downstairs. I open the door, and there's somebody stood there. I'm in a towel, shaving foam on my face, as you can imagine. Shaving foam down here in a towel, showing me bodybuilder's chest off. I ain't got a six pack. I've got a keg. Anyway, and he says, I mean, what time is it? 2:45 at this stage. I'm already running late. I've come about the graphics card. I went, you're a customer? He went, yeah. I went, I shut at 1 o'clock. He went, oh, well, we've had it delivered. I went, I'm sure I told you. Anyway, I was very, very short and sharp with them about turning up. They did ring and apologise, and I kind of apologise as well. But, you know, answering the door, semi-naked, in your towel, with shaving cream on. It were just not good at all. Not good at all. A bunch of GPUs in for repair. Sender dropped it in a plastic bag and sent it 800 kilometres for repair. What a disaster. Oh, my gosh. That's never going to be good. Just in a plastic bag. Put a bit of bubble wrap around it. It'll do it justice. It'll do it well. Of course, it'll survive the journey through FedEx and DHL and TNT and every other company which they may use. So we are fitting. We're gonna basically get their new one, put it in here, which I stored conveniently in my bin. I wouldn't forget where I put it. So I'll put this one going in. So it was a 3060 Ti, and they've upgraded to a 5060. I wonder what the difference is. Have a quick look. A 3060 to a look at the, go away. I don't want to do that. 3060 Ti vs 5060 Ti. So the benchmarks 33% better on a 5060. You can see that. So a 5060 Ti compared to a 3060 Ti. ignore the price. But 33% better is a 5060, 2 generations newer, 70% in lighting and everything else. So they're going to get an uplift on here, and 83% in overclock score. So yeah, all in all, pretty good. At least a third better for their performance, what they're going to achieve and get. Why is it I can never find a knife which is sharp? Every knife I've got, I change blades so often, and every time I come to pick one up, it's always got a blunt blade in it covered in glue. No idea why. Yeah, nice PNY, this one. It wouldn't be my first choice of brand, but apparently PNY put fuses on their boards. I've not chose it, customer just kind of ordered one, and got it sent to me. So hence why we are fitting it. Hoping my AutoCast dog thinks it's burning. No, it's a bag. Yeah, she's coming to see me because she can crinkle it bag. I'm hoping my AutoCast Bluetooth receiver device will be here today. Not whether it will. Should we do a peel reveal? Gotta have a bit of a peel reveal on here. Oh, Lisa left a tab. Let's do a slow. Do you know what you need? You need that sensuous music on here, don't you? I don't know what it sounds like, but here, let's do a peel reveal. Not it's going to reveal a great deal, but make it brand new. Pop. Got a bit more. I left a tab on here, have I? I got shouted off the customer once because I took all their plastics off, like you do when you install things, and they wanted to do it. I went, but I built a computer for you. You're going to take it to pieces and do it? He went, yeah. Well, some of it were on your I/O shield and things like that, which you can't get off after you've built the computer. And they were like, no, I want to do it all myself. It's a bit late now because I've took it off. Yeah. Clearly I don't learn my lesson. I take them off anyway. Ooh, there's a bit of stickiness down there. We get halfway a pair of tweezers? I believe we might. Yep. That's it all off. Can't see it. Oh, 2 left on. I always forget these. Dump. Morning, Arachnoid. If the computer business fail, we can try. Yeah, we could. We're going to struggle to put their little support bracket on because there are no holes there. So we're not going to be able to put their support on. So I'm going to advise that the customer gets a support leg because I haven't got one. I know I haven't got one because I don't keep them. So I've got another. Could you send me your bank details? Yes. There we go. Somebody wanting to pay. Let's get this computer down. A little bit of dirt and debris. Considering this is an expensive computer, I would have thought they could have done a better job. I mean, this is a Predator, HP Predator, is it? So I mean, it's not a cheap. I wouldn't say it's particularly amazing, as we know. You know, with custom motherboard, which is, if you're not familiar with Predators, Acer do this as well. Some of their models, they just stick a bit of extra motherboard on here, so it don't go flat, and then that don't line up with that piece. on here. So you've got a cutout here, and then it doesn't line up with this cutout here, and then they put an extra piece on, which is just really, really annoying. And then it's non-standard form factor, so it just makes virtually the entire case redundant, that if something goes wrong with motherboard and you can't get exactly the same motherboard, you've got to build a new PC. Just damn annoying. But anyway, due to the fact that they went to all the effort of putting a bespoke motherboard in a bespoke case, you would think they could do something better with wiring, because the wiring is appalling. They just, oh, we'll just lay it across motherboard instead of trying to hide it somewhere. I mean, for goodness sake, they could pin it up and down here to make it a little more pleasing with a glass side, but no, they don't do that. There you go, there's a Monday morning rant for you. We'll be good like that, aren't we? So, hopefully this card will go in. Take the little cover off. The little clip for graphics card is snapped already. Not present, so we'll stick that in there. That's the graphics card fitted. Click. They had tried to diagnose all this themselves. When they brought it to me, what they were doing was shoving the power cable in and out here, and as soon as they put the power cable in, it turned the computer off. So it had a main power rail short on the GPU. I was concerned that they'd done it that many times, they may have damaged something. Fortunately, they had not. Grab them a spare screw. Talking about getting shaved, guys, at the weekend, I'm thinking of growing a moustache. You think one will suit me? You reckon? Moustache? Yeah, I don't know. Ouch, they were sticky. It is very poorly laid out. It just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't gel. It's like they've gone, let's put things here, there, and everything else. It's a bit crap. Using SSD for the support. Yeah, could do. It doesn't. It just needs a short arm. It's only a short distance there. I did have one, but I just cannot find it. I've had all sorts sticking there. People stick bottle caps, you know, like hairspray plastic caps and whatnot. Looked in down there. It's upside down. Was it upside down, idiot? I didn't know it was upside down. I looked at it and then put it on. There you go. To make it unique. To make it unique. You get to a certain age, you're just not bothered. You're not bothered as long as you've got a bit of hair. One of those long ones you twist the ends when frustrated. Yes. Oh yes. I could sit here a bit menacing then, couldn't I, and twist it down here. And go, rather than me chewing the end of my glasses, I could sit here and twist the end of my moustache. Oh, we have somebody pulled up outside, so whoever this is outside, I'll be going off to, when they knock at the door, I'll be answering the door. Just wait for them to come. I wonder if it sees what's said they have paid. Let me check that they've paid. Yes, the dog's already heard them and seen them, so we'll just double check that they've paid. And yes, I believe they have. 1 second, guys. Get the door. All right, that's that collection done. Can't remember what I was saying. Anyway, get back to this. 5,360. We've gone up. We've gone up. We've gone up. Amazon dumping parcels in your garden. They'd left it on the this card, this 5060. Bearing in mind, it didn't even come in a box. It came in that. Just sat on the driveway. Sat on the driveway. Amazon drivers for you, innit? But anyway, let's get on to doing this. We're gonna plug these in. The other thing which annoyed me a little bit about this, bearing in mind this is a HP Predator, you've got your graphics card plugs. So graphics cards, as we know, is a 6 and a 2 to make an 8. They give you a 6 and a 2, and then they give you a 6. They don't even give you 2 6 and 2s. So if your graphics card takes 2 8s, your upgraded card, let's say, you'd have to get an adapter. I think that is damn right appalling. For the sake of what they're saving there. I know schemes of, multiplying it by thousands of machines, but, even so, just get real, Mr. HP. In. Get a cable tie, just make that go up there a little bit neater. Don't flop and hit the fans. Wonderful. Not mega tight, just keep it out that way. Put that in the bin. Got a mechanical drive, got an an M2 sat there, and this should now post and boot. Let's get a lead. Get this plugged into the monitor so I can see what we are doing. And some power leads down here. Ooh, come to life already. So we've got a keyboard and a little rodent. This is the customer's drive, so I'm just going to bring it up on my monitor just to make sure it's booted into it and install his drivers. Because he will have information. Supersonic Corn Dog, miss you. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing really well. Thank you very much for the gift of $1.99. Thanking you. Very much appreciated. S-Cugs, only 2 sticks of RAM. Is this economy? Good morning, S-Cugs over on Twitch. Yeah, it has only got 2 sticks of RAM. It's the Predator version. I'm not too sure what size they are. They are like Kingston RAM. Can't see really any identification. Oh, 8GB sticks. There's total 16. We have picture. I can't show you because it is customer information on here, but we do have picture just come up on screen. And I'm just going to see if I can log into his account when I get better picture. It's always like, you go live, oh, is it? But I live on the other side of the world. That's what it is. It's that time delay. It's that time delay here, Supersonic. But thank you ever so much. I don't like to think you are. I am ignoring you, but it is only just it has only just come up as well on there. Oh, wait there. F1 to continue. CMOS battery is loss occurs. Oh. Yeah, that's better. Might need it. I think we'll change the CMOS battery because it's just come up with a CMOS battery error on here as well. Let's get this posted. How are you doing with your streams anyway? I've not seen well, I've not had any notifications recently. Corn Dog, you have gone live. Let's get into here. Put his password in and make sure his card is in. And device. That's disk manager, not device manager. Device adapter. Nope, we need to install some drivers. I don't know how people use the machine. Do you know when there's all the stuff in the world opening up? I'm not sure for life me how they. And he's not even got Recycle Bin on his desktop or Explorer or anything. He's not got a yellow folder at all, so I can't get into Snappy. Let's just bang his graphics card driver on. Yes. And again, I can't bring this up for. Oh, go away, Razer, for obvious reasons. Realtek. Just installing the graphics card and the sound card driver, because both of those are missing. So we'll install those. Too many seconds. Oh, I've gone dark because I messed up to a BSOD on a Switch because I was reading chat too much. No, it's. Do you know what? Nothing personal. Just need to increase my muscle memory on Twitch. I agree. It puts so much more pressure on when you're working on customers' machines or customers' devices live on stream, because there's just nowhere to hide. I'll sometimes say either live on stream or certainly on my VODs, if I do a VOD, that even my VODs I record live, and I do edit them, but I don't edit mistakes out. If I make a mistake, if I drop a screw, put a screw in the wrong place, or I've got to disassemble it again, I treat it as if I'm doing a live stream. I'm not one of these creators which will edit it so heavily it looks like you're perfect and got it right first time every time. If that's what they want and viewers want to believe that, I think it's a skewed thing, because even the greatest people still make mistakes, and us mortals make them more than ever. But you learn from your mistakes, don't you? So yeah, I don't think it's anything other than what it is even when I'm doing one of those. There is no yellow folder. You can change colour to blue if you don't like yellow. I mean, the only reason I look for a yellow folder is because so I can get into Explorer to open my memory stick. I normally aim for Recycle Bin, but he's even removed. He must have 70 icons on his desktop. But yeah. It's really just let's fix the console first and live stream second. Many people aren't happy about it. No, I agree with that. Morning chill. I think you're right on that, Supersonic. Certainly when I'm busy, when I'm really busy, what I'll do, I don't stream, because streaming, AI only generally do one item at once, and I've got room around here to do several. And it limits you to the type of jobs that I can do on stream. I don't really want to be doing Windows installs and driver installs on stream, because they're just not. So I tend to have a look at the jobs I've got coming in, either diagnostics or stuff like that, because I think to some degree the viewership would find that a bit more engaging, a bit more interesting. So I tend to do that. But those are the more the challenging side, which can sometimes go wrong. Because when you start poking around inside a customer's device with testing voltage injection, thermal cameras, soldering irons, moving chips in and out, hot air, whatever you're doing, there's always the risk of something going wrong. Certainly when you're live and you can't do it. But yeah, I know exactly where you're coming from. Need a sterile environment, yeah. Even if you make mistakes on customers' device, as long as you can make it right with the customer, that's the main thing. Yeah, I'll sometimes say to customers, look, I don't get it right every single time. If they're asking me about it, but sometimes if you make a mistake, I'll shut this down because this is done. If you make a mistake, it's not about the mistake; it's about how you deal with it. I always think, because we all make mistakes, and most customers, if you make a mistake, I've been doing it a lot of years, regardless of what it is, whether you've deleted a file that they wanted to keep, whether you've dropped something on the screen and damaged the screen, whether, I don't know, you've got it and you've damaged it because you've damaged it. I'm usually open and upfront. It rarely happens, if I'm being honest with me, but I think that's because I know my limitations and I stick with my limitations. If you treat the customer as they should be treated, I don't think there's ever too much of an issue for them. And that's what it is. It's making sure customers, right? I mean, Uncle Sorry said the other week, or a couple of weeks back, that the repair is to get the customer's device repaired. And I think that's right. I know he gets criticism for some unorthodox fixing of devices, but do you know, if you spoke to a customer and said, look, I can fix your device in this manner, or it's really impractical to fix or uneconomical to fix, I think the vast majority of customers would go, just get it fixed. As long as it's not dangerous, and quite often it isn't. So again, as long as you like that with customer, they're pretty much all right. But it does put a lot of pressure on when you are doing it on stream. Just handling things like glass panel, like I'm doing here. You break one of these on screen, and it's a bit like when you all go to a pub and barmaid drops a load of glasses and everyone cheers and claps. Or is that a UK thing? I'm not too sure, but it's for the world to see. You just think, oh my gosh, you know, people make mistakes. Morning, Worms. Go and no. Yeah. The man who never made a mistake, never made anything. Yeah. I mean, some of the greatest discoveries on Earth, you know, in history, has probably been made through people's mistakes. You know, rather than anything else. Yeah. And I do admire the way Soren does it, because I think he's probably at a stage of his life, career and experience and knowledge and everything else. And I don't pretend to be anywhere close, as I think you will all agree. I know where I am on my journey in doing all this, and I am happy where I am. And I think understanding where you are is half the battle. And some of the messes I see from other repair shops is because they've tried to do things they're not capable of. You should never do that with somebody else's equipment unless you've explained it fully to them. I'll sometimes say to a customer, this is what it is, this is what I think it is, this is what I'm going to do, but this is going to be the outcome, and there's a high probability with that outcome it's not going to work again, or it might work again, but it's a do or die situation. And I'll always have the proper conversation with the customer on that first. I've got the insurance, SCUGS. Again, it's not so much about the financial stuff for me. It's about the personal stuff. Like the phone call I took right at the beginning of the stream, as I was just going to go live, is a data recovery job, and my words to her was, I can't promise to get your data. The only thing I can do is promise that I'll try my very best. And I think for me trying my very best is all I can do. If I think I've done it to 100% of my ability, I'm happy. It might not be 100% of somebody else's ability or somebody else's ability, because there's people better than me, there's people worse than me, but there's people who specialise in things. As long as I've done that and I've said to the customer that is all I can do, I can sleep soundly in my bed. That's the thing. But yeah. Morning, Sergio. Did I say good morning? I can't remember. When I started fixing, there was no way to do it besides any way you can. Yeah. I came from that as well. I remember when I was fixing CB radios back in 80s, late 70s and 80s. There were some very sketchy things that you would learn to do, and you would do it with that. And then TVs and things like I never liked TVs because I got a few electric shocks, so they always unnerved me. But I worked for a TV repair company for several years, Granada TV, if anybody knows it in the UK, as one of their field engineers. So yeah, it's a crazy world. You learn things and you learn how things can be done, but sometimes they're not always right way to be done. Or not to manufacturers' guidance to be done like that because they, say, oh, it's out of tolerance, it's out of design, you can't do it. When I stopped learning. Oh, we've got another subscription. Whoever that was who subscribed, Masty K Maddie. Thank you, Mandy. Mandil, I think that is. Welcome. I've just learned something every time. Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm always when I started streaming, I never really did any board level repairs. So everything you see me now do board level. I'm going to learn to talk one day as well. I've mastered kind of walking and nodding. I just need to learn to formulate words and sentences. So most of the things that I do now board level and checking and understanding everything like that, certainly on computers, stuff which I've picked up in the last sort of 8-9 months of streaming, because I'd not kind of touched any for 20 years. That was the gap for me. The last time I kind of worked on internals was back in the early 20s, and I'm a damn sight older than that now. So I had a 20-25 year gap of working on component repair level. I would just more or less, that's broke, let's replace it. That's broke, let's replace it. So a bit more like that. So I don't class myself as a electronics engineer anymore. I did microelectrical engineering at college when I was a lot younger, but and I've worked for businesses doing that, but I forgot a lot of stuff. Yeah. Any faults mean the original manufacturer. We all take it for granted that a manufacturer is the god. They've designed that, they've built that, that is the only thing. Well, if that was the only way, we wouldn't get product recalls. They wouldn't need to put a warranty on things. They wouldn't need to put a guarantee on it because they'd never go wrong because they were perfect. They might believe they were perfect, but ultimately things go wrong. So just because people like Uncle Sorin and people like that, or Board Rev with his brilliant capacitor review explanation a few days ago, then sit down and go, you don't need this, you don't need this, you don't need this. It's a good testament to say, well, that's because the manufacturer might have got it wrong. They've done it in a different manner. So there's all different ways. So we have a belief that manufacturers are always right. How many manufacturers are always right? Because ultimately there's a guy there who sat and designed it. Who's saying he's got more knowledge than Uncle Sorin? Who's saying that it's done wrong? It's not. No. Morning, Electro Rep. Anyway, I'm bleating on again, aren't I? You've got into home labs. I have a little bit of a home lab. Well, I've got a server and whatnot, but I presume you mean software-wise home lab. Let's put this sticker on here. Done. Oop. Just going to text this lady just to say this one's. Oh. All good and can be collected. Can you confirm name account, please? All right, so I just want them to confirm what name they've transferred that money from. They can pick up. I found a YouTube in Tanzania that makes YouTube videos on repair. In 2 years, she got 14 likes. 14 likes. I prefer devices built to maximize profit. Yeah, share it, Ronnie, because do you know what? It's like I can't remember. I said to somebody, there's an audience out there for. But do you know what? If she's still making videos, or they're making videos, 2 years later, she's doing it for right reasons, because she's doing it because she's enjoying it. She's not doing it for fame and fortune, or the perceived fame and fortune. She's doing it because she enjoys it. Glad things are faults, otherwise we're doing a different job. We certainly would. Managed are looking for cheaper solutions and needs to last until. Yeah, they do. They look to build things, and I think that's what Worms was saying. They build things now just to get around. There's a guy on YouTube who specializes in white goods, washing machines, tumble dryers, and things like that, UK based, and he says these items are specifically built with a time frame in mind. They're not built for reliability, not built for best customer interest. They're built with a reliability time frame in mind. X amount of users before it fails, and it's to do with the bearings. And they are built and designed in such a way now, and they've changed the way to design them, that the unit is completely sealed, so you cannot repair the bearings, which are the things which go. But more so, in fact, that you have to replace it as an entire drum, the thing what spins around in your washing machine. But the manufacturer is the only ones you can buy the drum from, and they price the drum at something like £50 less than a brand new washing machine. Specifically why they build an 18 months to 2 year cycle into it, so it breaks down out of warranty, and then the customers go, can I have this repaired? And engineer goes, yeah, but it's £350. They went, well, washing machine is only £400, so they go out and buy a new washing machine. So the manufacturer gains all the business rather than the repair companies, which is absolutely appalling. Absolutely appalling. And I think there's only 3 companies which make up 95% of washing machines. Now it's preposterous, and they all do the same. Whether you're buying a £300 one or you're buying a £3,000 one, they're all doing exactly the same. They're building a time frame in it. Don't like experience unexpected first. Yeah, some of the unexpected first are very certainly when you see a spark or a bit of smoke and you go, oh dear me, weren't expecting that. Soul was taken. Good morning. Were you able to register using the link? I was away at the weekend. I will be registering it today. I'm only streaming for half a day today, so it is a paperwork day today. We'll be coming up to month end, so that is the second thing on my list to do today. So I haven't registered it yet, but it is definitely what I've got to do. Many of my also have either intellectual property on parts or software these days. Yeah. Or they'll do a mix, won't they? To say it's like Apple do. They give you specific items tagged to another bit on the board, so you can't actually do it. I mean, car manufacturers have done it for years. It's crazy. But the chat enjoys this part. They did. Yeah, we keep that one quiet though, don't we? I did one once, and somebody went, "Oh, there was a spark there." And I honestly did not see the spark until pictures were posted on Discord. I'm like, "Yeah." So I've actually edited that, and it's one of I can't remember one of me screenshots for one of my streams. I can't remember which one it is now. But yeah, there's quite a big spark coming off something on one of them. But it was only because voltage were going to ground. It didn't actually cause any damage. I mean, smoke probably caused damage, and subsequent fire, which probably caused more damage than spark. I will honestly, so I will have a look at it and register. I think anything which is available and more affordable than where I'm coming to get it from is always going to be better, certainly for the customer as well. Right, just let me text this customer and tell them it's all done as well. And we will get these done. That's that. I just need to find the phone on here. Oh, wait there. Oh, wait there. I think I can do it on here. Can they message me? They rang me 36 times or something the other day. Right, that is her. Right, just do this. Oops. Right, done. Right, that's them done. We'll get this one. Oh, put out of the way. Oh, God, that's heavy. We'll get the next one brought in. Stick that down there. This is, oh, no power. I've worked on this a couple of times already. Not that I remember. Customer said, I only had it in with you a few weeks ago and you put me a new hard drive in it or something. I don't know. But now it's not powering up at all. Oh. Stick that in there. We've got a response. Right, they're coming between 12 and 1 to collect that desktop. I pulled me back on Friday lifting a computer. It sat through that computer I pulled it with. It's a bit heavy and I think I lifted it wrong. Pull me back and it keeps twinging out of place. I see they have some reactions, but very little English. Chat did enjoy the spark. Yeah, a little bit too much. A little bit too much worms. Do you know what does amaze me, just going back to that, is the amount of times that chat spots them and I don't. And I tell you what it is, my microscope, which is just one of these things, it's not nothing big, nothing clever. I am looking at getting a optical microscope. The screen resolution on that must be quite poor, because when I watch it back on YouTube afterwards, it is considerably better dynamic range, better definition, better resolution, better everything than it is on the screen I look on there. So I think it's highlighting to me how poor they are. To actually, they're good, they're a damn sight better, but I do need something a bit more bit better clarity. I'm just concerned with an optical one because you've got a fixed height, and I'm just wondering whether I'm going to be sat up high enough and whatnot, and then whether it'll fit on the desk. So there is a few things, but yeah, I do miss things, and it does surprise me how many times. And I think JFix will say the same as well when he's been working on boards. He's got the same scope as me because I bought it on his recommendation, and I think he'll say the same. That chat will say, "Oh, did you miss that?" And he's probably never even seen it on the little screen on the microscope. To what chat has seen, it's quite crazy. I post a link to their report. Oh, that's good. That's good. You'd be surprised. But, I don't know. I've got a really small one, JFix. He has got a tiny one. I don't know whether my sounds are working. I've had to update OBS yet again. And I don't know whether OBS is actually... Let's see if OBS is... Not OBS, Streamlabs is firing up and working. Streamlabs connected, partially connected. Let me see if we've got Streamlabs chat. I don't know whether that'll come to life, but we'll give that a shot. Oh, yeah, is she? No, she's not there today, Arachnoid. She came out early when I were crinkling some paper, thinking that it was chew time, but I'm not touching them. She can have one when Just Inspired comes into chat. That's the agreement I have with Maddie. Yeah, I think worms. I think you're right on there, and it is one of those that she's got think she's got 3 treats left. Arachnoid, 3 treats of what Justin Spy kindly sent down for her. So when they're gone, unfortunately. I might buy her some more. Don't know. Might buy her some. Yeah, it is. I know when I watch some other creators like Andy and whatnot, and chat, will see things in there as well. It's quite remarkable. I mean, I don't even spot them when I'm watching, let alone working. On there. On October 12, I was in London vacation and bought so many things from CEX, like main boards, 180 Hertz FHD for only 58 and 16. £12 in 2025. I mean, I think I said to you the other day, somebody was selling some DDR4 memory for £380. I think it was on local Facebook. Suggest them UPS in case is PSU dying. I haven't even looked at this one yet. I think it's a PSU issue. SCUGs on a Twitch need to be able to spend our points to get dog treats and rewards. I don't even know how you set that up. I'll have a look at that, SCUGs. Let me make a note of that. On Twitch points. Because I know you can bet and whatnot, can't you? Spend. I'm gonna make a note of that, put it up there, so I don't forget that. Yeah, I keep meaning to do more with Twitch. I kind of set. I won't say I forgot about it, but I set it up and done that. So let me see. This other customer has paid. Make sure that's gone in. Not as paid as yet. You know, once it's showing, it doesn't usually take that long to show, but we will keep an eye out on that. Zola, good morning, Zola. I'm in AI mode, yeah. I thought I chat to avoid this seems a few laps there. Sorry, Electro. I don't like to be. Oh God, that's a bit dusty in there. I don't like to be rude and ignore chat. I know there are some streamers which kind of ignore chat. I need to get more into it. I was watching a YouTube video, and they say when you first start, you read chat, and there's no chat because you've got time to read chat, and you get a few more subs, a few more people on live streams and everything else, and you start going through less and less chat because there's too much coming through. So you get into a point of not reading chat, and you look at Nathan's chat on Parts People, and it's immense the amount of chat he has. So he can't physically read every single piece of chat what's coming through. I get that, and then you get to a point that you've got so much chat, you kind of just read odd little bit anyway. So you end up reading the same amount of chat when you've got 300 people in chat as you do when you've got 3 people in chat, because of the sheer volume coming through. Kind of equates itself down. If that made a bit of sense, I don't know if it did. Right, I'm going to stick our dim bulb tester in here, just in case it is something that's going to go bang and take me off air. Don't want to be doing that, do we? Turn that off. Plug that in to here. That on. Right. How many days gets through so much chat as it scrolls? So I know you can put it in slow mode on it as well, but yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. If your doctor says you can only eat things from the ocean, I offer swimming lessons for pigs again. You just leave dolphins alone. Right, let's turn this on. So we've got that on, and we currently have 236 volts. If you're not sure what this is, guys, this dim bulb tester, I think most of you will know what this is. So 236 volts. I'm not actually generating any electricity at the moment on my solar. I want to see, do you know when my solar panels are generating electricity, whether my mains voltage differs? Because the way solar kicks back in is by overvolting. So that actually should go up a little bit. So we will keep that kind of in shot to some degree. There you go. It's about the best as we're going to get that. And we'll try to turn it on. Joseph, good morning, good morning, good morning. Take no, to me. Don't worry, Electro. Don't worry. It's all been stored away. I take it as constructive criticism, not criticism. I'm only joking. Right, let's see if we can make this go bang. Power supply on. And where's the on button up front? I've got a big on button. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah. Absolutely zip. That's me pressing on and off button. I am pressing it down at the bottom right hand side of the screen down here. Yeah, nothing. So that ain't good, is it? Absolutely zip. Well, I suppose it is good, which then means it's not shorting, which means there's a better chance of it not actually damaged out else. Maybe it looking like a power supply issue. Maybe the power button is broken. Yeah, it could be. I'm going to test the power supply first. It's quite dusty, this machine inside. Just get that out. And DDR3 RAM by the looks of it. It's a bit cluttered in here. Get that out. And let's unplug the SATA power cable, or the SATA power cable, and let's unplug the DVD drive as well. Let's go bareback and straight into the power supply. Done. Okay, and get my power supply little plug tester thing. Oh, there's my tweezers. I know I had some new tweezers. Ooh, back. Yeah, I did one the other day where it was the power button. Well, there was two things: there was power button and the cooler. So I mended the power button; it still didn't work. Flip that off. Turn that on. Turn it on that wall. We've got a follow on Twitch. Thank you for Ski Technician. Hello and welcome. Good morning from Germany. Just got your channel by Twitch recommendations. Hello, hello, hello. I am going to butcher a German greeting, and I know it's all about pronunciation. It's all about it, but I will try and say Guten Morgen. Maybe somewhere close. Good morning, Guten Morgen. I don't know, but good morning from the UK as well. Nice to have you on board. Please don't ask me for anything else. I can barely speak my native tongue of English. It's all good. Right, I'm going to test the power cable just to make sure that it's just not my cable, which has tripped the fuse or something like that. So let's just stick this in here. So what we'll do is get our power meter on screen, get our multimeter on screen. What we're playing at? Just not organised this morning, are we? And we are on serial COM port 6. Connect. Are we? Yeah, we're live. Oh, cows. Good morning. I found something at the weekend for you cows, which I'm going to pop in the post as well. Was good. Oh, thank you very much for your for what I feel was probably not a very good pronunciation on good morning, but good morning. Anyway, I'm just glad it weren't afternoon because I don't know what good afternoon is. Just shorten it to the familiar more. Ah, is that what I'm doing? Wrong, cows. Yeah, sorry. I was out the weekend yesterday. I went shopping yesterday, actually, cows. Popped to the shop, and put that on AC. Oops, no, that one, not DC. Yeah, 240 volts. So it's not the power lead. So it does look like it might be power supply. Yeah. My chat screen's gone off. And I found something for you, so I'm going to pop it in the post. Slimy Show, good morning. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I was walking through, and actually, I said to my other half, I went, I've got to buy that. Is it there? 1 second. Showing as pending. Should be fine to collect. Done. Right. Yeah, I was walking through the shop, and my other half went, that's got to be good. I went, we'll do that. We'll do that. I'm now intrigued. Well, I don't know whether I should show you on stream or I should just send it down. I think I'll just post it you, because I think that way you'll like it, and then it's your choice whether you share it on stream to do it. I picked these tweezers up last week actually, and I meant to show them. They're real life tweezers. Surprising. Well, he's already got a surprise coming this week as well. He knows what that one is though. So I picked these tweezers up, which were some real life tweezers, and I meant to do it part of my AliExpress unboxing, so I'm going to open these now. Oops. Beautiful little case that these come in. I like the mechanic ones, which come in a metal case. They're lovely, them metal case ones. Not that I always think I'll keep that metal case because it'll come in useful for something. These are like a hexagonal plastic, I don't know, dodecade, whatever. And it comes with a little supporting as well to keep them. These are brilliantly. I mean, cases designed better than tweezers. These are Real Life ST 17As. And they should be quite a sharp right angle tweezer rather than a lightning bolt. These are a bit more than the mechanic ones. If you look at the comparison, they're a slightly different angle to the mechanic tweezers. Only slightly, but you can just see. So I was hoping that they might be that. I'm not that keen in fairness, because A, they're not open too much, and this, I don't know, it's not that keen, but you can never have enough tweezers, can you? I think I've got a problem with tweezers because I buy far too many. Saw my box. Oops, earthquake. There we go. That box is just full of tweezers. So yeah, it's never good. But, nice little whatever. Recycle that. These subscriber counts are just mental. Yeah, appreciate, but mental. Even bots have better things to do. I've contacted YouTube. I know we were speaking over the weekend, and YouTube said it's not basically cows. Get another tester. Surprises are the best. Yeah, surprising. Yeah, it's a naked picture. That's all it is. The naked one. Right, let me get this PSU out because we've just got too many wires in there, and it means I can get to this. I'll have to speak to a customer, see if he wants me to do the power supply. I think in stock, I've only got, how many power supplies have I got in? I think I've only got one power supply in, which is a 750 watt full modular supply. I need to order some more. I am waiting for some more parts to arrive, some more stock. I'm down to my last two coolers, one power supply. I have ordered some more drives. They some turned up over the weekend. Saturday morning, some turned up. I think I've got probably about 25 drives, SSDs and M2s and whatnot in stock. I don't even stock mechanical ones now. I used to stock a couple of mechanical ones for gamers, but I don't even stock them now because most of them are going for SSDs over that. What? Well done, PCDD. Thank you. Thanking you. Just clicked over 54. 5,400. Yeah, I didn't even see that one, cows. Didn't even see that one. Get another test. I'll test this this supply on the bench now, just to see There you go. We'll give her a quick test. We've got a. I've got another tester here, which will definitely tell me whether it's working or not. Turn that off a tick. Turn that on. Now, this is just a basic one. It's got a light on it and it lights up if it's working. It's as simplistic as that. On. Yep. Absolutely. That basically just takes a 12-volt feed from our 12-volt feed here, grounds those two wires out to make it on, and then takes the other 12-volt to make the light come on. So a very simplistic one, but it'll show me whether I've got any power. Just stick those in a Molex connector, so that one can go in there. I can go in the 12 volts. I think this is going to be the same. Yeah, absolutely zip. Nothing at all showing on that one. Open it up. Let's fix the PSU. You know, I get electrocuted. 10k next Wednesday at this rate. It's concerned me, Dreams, honestly. It's concerned me. That's why I contacted YouTube. And my viewership, my views are going up as well, over 20k now. So it is in line. It's not like it's bots. And I think that's what they look at, they can see. And a lot of the accounts, I've kind of skimmed through some of it. It's impossible to do them all, just with the exponential growth. A lot of the accounts have hundreds, if not dozens of subscribers. Some are kind of blank accounts, but you know, normal viewers are blank accounts as well. But vast majority of them have things, and quite a lot of them are tech channels as well. So I honestly don't know. But it is growing. It's growing on Twitch as well. So whether it's just my time, can't really say. Yeah, it's £12.50 PSU. Should we just open it and just see if fuse has gone? That's what I'll do. Now the big question is it broke anything else? Well, that's going to be the thing. I'll put a temporary power supply on. Something like caps, just easy to fix. Yeah. What else have we got? Let's have a quick look at this then. I don't normally open power supplies because they hurt when you touch the wrong thing. No good point taking that one off because that's the fan. No point taking the fan off. I would suggest with the amount of dust in here as well, it's probably come to end of its usable life. That it looks pretty old. Now, if I electrocute myself, oh dear me, if I electrocute myself in here, it's all down to you, Ronnie. I'm blaming you, don't worry. Look, fan by itself. That's a different place to put a transformer in it. Oh. And there's nothing in there which I can see has blown up, but do you know when you consider what you buy a power supply for? The time it would take me to actually look at repairing this, for the actual time it takes me to fit a new one, would actually be cheaper to fit a new one than it would be repair this. So I don't mind repairing these. Or I don't mind having a go at repairing it. I have attempted to repair a couple before on stream. With varying levels of success, as some of you will remember. But yeah, I can't see. Just looking to see if there's anything major. None of the caps are swollen. If anybody looks at my shorts, they will see the last Corsair power supply that I attempted to repair, which was, let me see if I can find it on here. View channel, shorts. I did a Corsair power supply a couple of weeks back, and that's basically what happened to it. That was a Corsair power supply. I think that was the main cap after I'd repaired it. So Yeah, that weren't one of my proudest moments, and it stunk as well. It burnt my throat and everything. Yeah, it'll take more time to repair than it's worth. I mean, you can buy these power supplies in the UK for, I don't know, £35, even something. Well, this brand, let's say, 35 to £40. So they're not mega expensive. It was. Do you know what was really weird with it? The smoke were kind of sitting, and then it was floating, and it was quite eerie. It were over here on bench, in fairness. All I'd done, what had I done to it? Oh no, I tell a lie, I hadn't even repaired it. I plugged it in to try it because it was in my spares pile, and I thought, I'll just try that and see if it works. See if I can use it as a test supply. And I plugged it in, and that happened. And my natural instinct was, I need to film this, not get out of the room because I'm breathing toxic gas in, or let's turn it off before it goes bang or catches fire. My natural action was, where's my phone? I need to film this. But the stench and smell, and it burnt me eyes, it burnt me throat. It was horrible. I was coughing for 2 or 3 days afterwards. So I am just going to ring the customer and see if he wants a power supply fitting. Anthony, is that what you pronounce that? I think it might be. It was quite eerie. It was very, very eerie. Right, let's just stick that there and get another. Get his machine up and get a test supply plugged in. Very dusty as well. He's going to need a clean. We have a piece of RAM in there. Team Group of RAM. This is a PC World special, isn't it? Oh, a bit of power. Did I fit an SSD in here? Yeah, I must have done. Must have fit an SSD in there. I don't know. Doesn't look like my type of install or fitment. Let's put it like that. Looks like it's been done professionally. I keep them on one side in hopes I will have some. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I am exactly the amount of stuff, or I have to recycle officially. Part of the e-waste recycling program. So I pay for my recycling to be collected to ensure it is recycled and treated correctly. In the UK, you need to pay for that, and so that is what I do. Okay, we've got my test supply in. And the question is, did anything else go pop? Please work. No. We have life. If we can get a picture. We've got no GPU, so it's going to go into board. Plugged in here. So this one looks like it might just be power supply issue. Gonna see bottom right hand corner if we get a picture down here somewhere. I might have missed the handshake signal. Ooh. That ain't looking good though. Let me just do a reset on that. See what it does. Ah, there we go. There you go. It's not loading boot device because I ain't got it plugged in. But yeah, so we've got picture. So it's power supply, isn't it? See you later, Ronnie. Have a good day, night, and next day to good morning. There are plenty. Do you know what? It's not. It is quite dirty, this one, Nextinator, but it's not as bad as I have seen by any stretch of imagination. His fan, certainly, his heatsink will need cleaning off, and there are some other little bunnies lying around. You realise even if we didn't want to subscribe count merch at this rate, it would be out of date. I know. Can't even do that. Poof, the magic dragon. Don't let the magic smoke escape. It's needed to keep the devices running. It is. It is. It is. It's there to keep it cool. It's what they encase. They put the magic smoke in factory, a bit like the sparks. They encase it all at factory, ready to escape. You just need to rub the lamp well to get it escape. Oh, we should have done odds on it booting. Yeah, I missed that one. And we have to pay for everything except breathing. You were damn right, and the I don't even start on that. They're charging even more for everything, can't they? We went out one day last week. I won't tell you where we went, and I went to buy a bottle, because it weren't a can, a bottle, 500ml bottle, standard hand drink, personalised, not a big one, bottle of Diet Coke, Cola Light, whatever you want to call it, Cola Max or Pepsi Max or whatever. It was the proper brand. £7.60 for one of them bottles. £7 for a 500ml. Not a 2 litre or a 3 litre, which you can buy in UK shops for that now, £3, let's say, for a 3 litre. £7.60 for a handheld one. Weren't even a restaurant, it was a kiosk. It was a fair dues, it was at an attraction, so you were a captive audience. £7. I went, I'm not buying that. Went to get an ice cream somewhere locally, and this even frustrated me even more. And they wanted £4 for a single ice cream. You know, a square, £4. Crazy. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Right, so we're going to ring this customer, see what he wants me to do. Let's get his telephone number. Oh, there we go. I will dial him. If he answers, I'll pop you on mute so I can have a conversation with him, obviously. Wait there. Need to go onto recent, don't I, and search for him, which is oh gosh, stupid me. Yeah, there we go. Ringing. Good morning. How are you? Well, you can sit down if you wish. You can do whatever you want, but you might need to sit down. So we've done some checks and things like that on your computer, and it's looking like it's the power supply that's failed. Well, it has. It's failed. So it's the main PSU. So I put a temporary one on just to test it, and the system is booting into the BIOS and so on. So it looks like it's kind of sacrificed itself, and it just needs a nice send off, burial, and a new one putting in. So we're good to go on that one. I do keep power supplies in stock. I've only got one in at the moment, which is a 750 watt modular supply, which would actually go well in yours. A little bit more powerful than you need, but it is a modular one, so you're not going to have the issue of too many cables in there. So that's a good thing. But you're going to is a very good clean. There are quite a lot of cobwebs and dust and things like that, which start working as insulation rather than anything else. And certainly your CPU cooler could do with a full strip down and clean, because that's quite fluffy. So it means air's not getting through to the metal fins. And also, I would say while we're doing that, we'll take it off and give it some fresh thermal compound and thermal paste, just to keep everything nicely running smooth and cool and things like that. So we can get that done at the same time if you want to do that.
PCDD, you little shit.
Yeah, I would say whilst it's stripped down and everything else, and we're doing all that, it's better to do that, because it'll save you a little bit of money in the long run as well, and get that sorted. But yeah, I've got it on the bench, so I can get that started if you want. Yeah. Okay. I will let you know as and when it's all done then. Should be later on today, I would have thought. All right. See you later. Bye-bye now. Okie dokie. So he's going to have this done. So it's good when we can get in touch with the customer straight away. Let's shift some of this garbage out of the way. We're going to put a... I've only got one
And when
person
the
who
doctor
instantly
said I
calls them.
didn't have worms
So we'll get
anymore,
one fit.
that was the happiest day of my
So we're going to
life.
have
Thank
the
you, Ralph. Very grateful.
power supply fitted and also a quick clean and strip down. So we'll use our Hoover, or we'll use our DeWalt. Actually, can't call it a Hoover, can we? Because it's not a Hoover, it's a DeWalt. Oh, crikey. You're not muted. When I not. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I think I did both for the. Right. So. Anyway, let's get this done. I am going to mute for this bit because this is incredibly noisy, this bit. It's the Hoover, or the vacuum cleaner. It's really noisy. So I'll put it on mute 1 second, just get rid of quite a bit of this dust and fluff, and then we'll take it outside and blow the rest off. We've just gone up again, 5,420. Unbelievable. Right, let me just do this 1 second. Oh, a lot of the big stuff out. We will take it outside and blow it, which is what my girlfriend said. So we'll get that sorted. Pop this front off. Whatever you do, if you see wife, don't tell her I've got a girlfriend. That's better. Going to use our Wolf Box. If you don't know what these are amazing. The original is so much better than the later version. They are so powerful. They're not cheap. They're about 100 and some pounds now. But these are brilliant. A lot better than compressed air, in my view, because they don't give off any liquid. And just clean fantastically well. So, yeah, they're very good. I used to use a big compressor. These aren't as powerful as a compressor, obviously, but they're so much smaller. Hardly any noise compared to a compressor either. And just so much better. So, yeah, really good. Right, I'm just going to pop this outside and give this a quick... I'm not going to set microphone with me because it's noisy. So I will just take this out and give this a blow myself. Hold on. It's looking so much better. Ooh. Oh, is EDM still in chat? EDM, are you still in chat, sir? I was thinking about you the other day. Well, I was talking to somebody about you the other day, actually. Not about what I'm going to ask you. I was talking to somebody about this. Oh, I still use compressor. Do you know what? I sold my compressor about 3 months ago. I think it was is it a 240 litre compressor? It was a big compressor. And I used to have it in the garage. It was just noisy. They had to charge it up and everything. Honestly, for these have kind of, not that one, the original one, but these are still pretty good. I would urge you to try one. If you're using a compressor to clean all this out, honestly, try one of them. Get the Wolf Box ones though. The Wolf Box ones are really good. Not cheap, but very good. The airflow on them is brilliant. You've got their big brother. Oh, which one have you got, S-Cubs? I've got them too, and I bought the new one, the new model one, which is, I don't know, I've had about 18 months now. and I do use it, but I'm not overly impressed with the new one. Definitely not overly impressed. Do you know what's going to happen with this? We're going to set this cooler off, and the base plate's going to fall down. Tell you that now. Tell you that now. Which means I'm going to have to then take the motherboard out. Yeah, we know that's going to happen, don't we? So, a 2-second job. Violent fan blower. I'm going to have to search. What's it called? What's that called? It is... Oh! Right, the original one is I don't know. But if you search for the Wolf Box, it's the one which looks like this. I don't know the model. Oh, that's I think the sticker must have fell off that one. The Wolf Box one. Megaflow 50. You can't buy the original one now. The original one ceased and this has replaced it. But I would say the original, which is a little bit heavier, even though they're very similar, a little bit heavier on the original one, the older one. This one probably gives off about 15% more airflow. If I could demonstrate it in any way, shape or form, I would. But I can't, apart from taking it outside and showing you how well it blows. They are brilliant. Honestly, it is one of the few tools. Well, there's very few tools that I would buy again, and I bought it there again. It's not quite as good as the original, but I've bought it again. There's very, very few that I would ever say, please go and buy. But that is certainly one of them. There is white tape on there. These are twisty on here. On the original, they're magnetic. So magnets weren't that strong, so fall off. That's the reason I've got white tape around there. But yeah, USB-C charging. Battery on full, there's 3 speeds on them. Battery on full doesn't last amazing. Probably about 10 minutes of continuous use. Not that you'd ever use it for 10 minutes. But they on power 1 and 2, I probably charge these once every 2 months. Depending on how many cleans I've got. But you can see how clean that's got that. I mean, it's just cleaned everything. They're just honestly brilliant. Cannot say enough good things about them. Yeah, Wolfbox MF50, Maxflow 50. There we go. Oh, that was Violent Fan Blower. Just have a quick look what that is. What into there. Violent Fan Blower. Jet blower violent fan. Oh, is that the type you've got? Yeah, it's very similar to. I would say it's very similar performance to what this Wolf Box is on that one. I would say it's very, very similar in performance to that. I don't know whether I could show that on my wrist, but it depends how soggy I am. Let me have a go. I suppose if I did that on my belly, it'd be a lot more. There's a lot more. There's a lot more skin to compress on there. But you know, they are very, very good. Loads of some. Yeah, there's a review channel that I watch, which is Talk Test Review Channel, and they did some reviews. They've done it a couple of times on these handheld fans, and they have a. Let me have a look what S-Cugs has got. They have done quite a few. Open link on here. You've got the air duster, have you, S-Cugs? Yeah, similar, 3 wind speeds. I would imagine that's probably similar. S-Cugs on Twitch, who just sent me a link to it. £93. Yeah, it's probably going to be similar. I think these are about £90 odd. I think the Wolf Box have gone up slightly now. But yeah, I think you would agree with me. They are exceptional for what they are, for the size and everything else. But the cheaper ones advertise high speeds, and they just don't deliver. And there's a lot of knockoffs. That's why I made sure I got the Wolfbox one on there. You just got one on eBay. Did you get the Wolfbox on eBay, Blimey? Because there are some knockoffs on there, on Ali. Excellent. I mean, I got mine off Amazon. They would be a little bit cheaper on. I think they're American made. In fairness, I don't. Well, they're probably made in China and for an American company. But yeah. Get this out. Like I say, I've just got. Yeah, it's already fallen. Gonna rip this out of the socket, aren't we? There. Oh, let's get this cleaned off. A bit of my magic spoon. Magic spray's come out white. Do that. Oh no, it's the not the spray. It's the thermal compound that's gone white here. Right, we have a Ryzen. Ryzen 3 3200G on there. Keep that cool. Probably factory. What do we call it on there? What do they call it? Thermal paste. There we go. I will remember difficult words. That's nice and clean, or clean enough. Have to disconnect that, and we are going to have to take the motherboard out because, we might get away with not needing to do that. So let's stick a bit of thermal compound on here. Let's wrong camera. Sorry, guys. Put the perfect amount on. Let me see if I can just get one of these to bite. If I can get one to bite, I might have to lift it up. If I can get it lifted up. Yes, got that in. Put that in. Please tell me I can get this in. Nope, not yet. Yes, don't need board out. I know you can't see this, but I'm just trying to do this. Done. Right, so we've got that done. Certified original now. It's £73. Yeah, that's probably the type. If it's the original one. If it's the original, honestly, Slimy, if it's the first one you've had, I would hope you're impressed with it. Mine has been ultra reliable. The only thing what went on mine was the original was the USB charging socket, and it was getting moisture in, and because the dust gets blown to some degree around the internals, the dust was holding onto the moisture, and it was shorting the USB-C charging port out. And I was actually going to send it to Andy Swindon to repair it, but I managed to do it myself. So I was quite relieved that got it sorted, because I do like that original one. Do like that original. Took that down there, hold it in place. So that's had a nice clean. We'll get the power supply. Oh, dear me. So impressive air pressure for such a small handheld device. Yeah, they are. Size Tech. They are a very, very. I know some of it's down to nozzle size, but some of the cheaper ones, which are similar size, just don't give off the pressure of air. Little device for cleaning. What? Yeah, Hoover Carton. Just ordered one, 40 free shipping. There we go. If it's the Wolf box, it's. I don't think you'd be disappointed. I honestly, really do rate them. Thank you, Cows, for posting that on there as well. Get this power supply down. And for 40 euros, I think. Power lead. I went, and you got one? He said, yeah, but I thought I'd get a new one. When you buy a power supply, you don't get a power lead. So yeah, I said it's a bit like Apple not giving you a charger anymore in the box, and he kind of got it once I said it like that. So you don't get a power lead in them anymore. You can buy the same power supply with a power lead for another £15, which is crazy because we all know power leads aren't £15. This might be a bit better with it being a modular system for them anyway. So we're fitting a 750 watt Rampage power supply in here. Take his sticker off there. Can't get it off. There we go. So that's the unit we are fitting. 750 watt Rampage. Modular, full modular. If you remember, this is the one where they've hidden a couple of cables down there. And when we took one to pieces the other week, so oh, what's that yellow cable there? Is that something trapped and whatnot? And they've got all the cables here. So I can't really say it's amazing design, if you remember. But yeah, they do seem to work. Anybody wanting the stats of this, that is what they are. 15 amps, 62 amps max load, 750 watts on the 12 volt power rail. So more than good enough to what he wants. More than good enough. Do you give them spare cables? I don't. I used to, because I had so many of them. I bet I had well over 150 cables at one point. But I ended up sending them to a charity which I used them. I think they went to Africa or something like that for computers. No problem at all. Size Tech. No worries at all. There are a few a few other things I would recommend buying as well. But I'm not too sure whether you can get them in Germany. That's the thing. If you can get hold of this, I'm not affiliated with any of these. I don't get paid for them. That stuff is a godsend. I rave about that. This probably that and the CPU coolers are the things. This I think I paid £1 a tin or something like this. You can buy it in bulk, but if you can buy this stuff directly from it's 500ml. This is absolutely amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Right, let's get the cables. Oh. Tell you somebody else to watch as well if you want some good tips on stuff is Just Inspired Kent. He has some very, very good tips on products and repair things as well. If you're into repairing, I've picked several things up from him on his channel and whatnot. Excellent guy, really nice guy as well. So we're going to use 3 cables. We're going to be using the main ATEX power cable, which is there, which is this power supply side, CPU board cable, 12 volt board cable, and we're going to use 1 SATA cable as well. Everything else is going to be surplus to requirements on this build, but he can take them with him because, as you know, they are specific to the thing. You've purchased it, have you, Cows? Oh, you should let me know. I've got a discount code, Cows. If anybody's wanting a discount code, I've got a discount code for AliExpress. If you do intend to do it, I don't know if I can post it in chat. Let me just see if I can post it in chat. I'm out. Right, so let me see if I can post this in chat. If I can, brilliant. Not that one. And anybody can have these, save you a bit of coin. That one there. Oops. These are valid for. Oops. I bet it won't let me post all this text. Copy. Give it a shot. And that one. And YouTube. That one. And YouTube. That one. I'm talking to myself now. Yeah, not letting me post them all. I do have a link if anybody wants them for discount codes. Some of them are offering you up to $90, $120, depending what country you're in. US is up to $120, and UK, Europe is up to €90 or £90 discount on your orders. Not first order, just anything like that. So if you do want them, let me know. Morning, Bristech. Are you well, sir? Yeah, it's plugged in. This is use the fan of the PSU to help exhaust some of the air. So just need to make sure. Oh, got that one. Okay. Replying to a customer who is coming to pick up about 1 o'clock. They've just said, so a couple of hours. Put that one to there. So we've got, with it being full modular, we've plugged in the ATX, which are those two, plugged in the SATA and plugged in the CPU. Just to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to plug my CPU one in now. Get my arm down. CPU is 2 4s, not a 6 and a 2 to make 8. So it's 2 4s to make 8, not a 6 and 2. They shouldn't fit. I have had customers ram them in the past. So don't like that. Don't like that if you ram it in. As customers sometimes find out when it goes pop. Darn thing, get down there. Go. I know it's a bit of noise, but we're in now. Get some screws. Okay, and screw just to hold it in place. I'll tell you what I haven't had in a while is a call center ring. I think they've finally got the message that I'm going to waste the time. I did get a proper Amazon scan ringing me up, say we've detected issues with your Amazon account. We need to transfer your account and everything else. But they hung up on me before I could do anything. I've not had any. I've not had anything else really come through. So I am missing them. I shouldn't say that because I think I'll probably get loads. I need loads my time up. Sorry, cows. What else did you purchase? Yeah, probably something else. Get some cable ties and tie these up. Yeah, I need to figure out a way of being able to have a link on stream where you can just type something. I think I can do it in Streambot or Stream Agent or Streamlabs or something. I don't know. In one of them where somebody can just put discount code in, for example, as an exclamation discount, and it'll show you all the discount codes if you do need to buy anything. I do think I get I think I get a kickback. I don't know, but I'm not really bothered about that. It's if it can save you €20 or something like that, it's some other toys you can buy into it, some other gadgets. I'm all for saving a bit of money. So leave that one until the end and get that one in first. I need a bit of extra light down here. I need to move my... Put another light on. It might be bright, this, but I need the light down there. Yeah, I could post. I don't have my own Discord, so I don't really like hijacking to do that. It should look, yeah, it should look so much tidier. Certainly when I've done cables rather than a massive bunch of certainly coloured cables as well, because they're never that pretty, are they, to have coloured cables? We've all been used to kind of just plain cables nowadays to make it look a bit prettier. Wow, that's tight. Can't get that in.
PCDD, you little shit.
Wow, that was so tight. That into CD-ROM or DVD, whatever it is. As in, really tight. Oh, gosh. That's better. That one again, so tight. And this light out, it's a bit bright. Oh. I can add them in description. Yeah, I could do. I could put them in the description on there. I am sure there's a way of probably doing it. I've got no intention of doing a Discord channel, I will say, guys. I think there's very, very good Discord channels out there. I've been invited to join a few, and you go and there's like 4 people in there, which I know they're difficult. You know, you only get traction when there's people on there, but I don't use it a lot myself, so I'm not really adding any benefit to any of them. But then again, I don't really use social media. Not a massive, not a massive Facebook or anything like that. I'm plugged in. That's the SATA cable. That tucked down. There you go. A lot better. It's never going to be beautiful, but it's going to be better than it was. 5.4K. Is that what it was? 5.440. I mean, what did we start on today at beginning of stream? I can't remember. 552, I think it was. Yeah, 5,446 subscribers. I've had 22,000 views. 22,000 views. That's just bonkers. Bonkers. I've had 3,805 subscribers in the last 28 days. The view count is I published a video of the one hole, no idea, P3, and I think it's since that's kind of gone live and gone thingy bob. I'm a big fan of Discord. I don't really class it as social media. I know you use it a lot, James. I know, and I am a member of. Well, I'm a member of about 4 or 5. Member of JFixers. I need to put yours as a link on here, James, because when people ask, I usually say, "Go to that." AS Islamic. Good day to you, sir. Thank you very much for your subscription on YouTube. That is. You can, yeah. I know you use it a lot, James. And you're so active on it as well with getting people help and things like that. So I do appreciate what it does for the community. I just don't seem to get time. Just don't seem to get time to do it. Get this front panel on there. And then plugged in. Just going to disconnect the SATA data cable so it'll post into BIOS. See if we've got a picture because I don't want to show customer information on screen. Get that in there and plug that in down there. On. Keep an eye in bottom right hand corner, somewhere down here, and we should get a picture. We get a picture, we'll all go, we have picture. We have pictures. Crazy. Crazy. Look at that. Crazy. Yeah, there we go. Just like Uncle Sorry. The amazing Uncle Sorry. So that is now working and posting. Just going to plug that, unplug that. Make sure I plug his hard drive back in, which is that one there. Screws, screws, glorious screws. I'm going to go see a show in London end of year as a Christmas trip for my birthday, actually, because my birthday is near around that sort of time as well, late November. So I think we're going on end of November, about 20 of us or so. So we're debating whether to go see Moulin Rouge, which I saw, oh crikey, about 3 months ago, which is brilliant. I saw it in London, or Operation Mincemeat, and I'm quite fancying Operation Mincemeat. I really, really am. Okay, here we go. 36 watching, 20 likes and 5 for. Please feel free to ask a question live on stream. Yeah, we do like the discussion. We like the discussion. Any question we often get. Do you know what I have noticed? We get more people on Twitch popping in and saying, "Can you help me?" than we do on YouTube. Even though his viewership is a lot higher on YouTube. I don't know why that is. Whether it's, I don't know, the audience on Twitch must be the ones who, like gamers, it's usually gamers we get asking questions, which is more themed at that. We're going to see that next. Are you going to see it? What, Operation Mincemeat? Is that what you're on about, Cows? Please let me know what you think to it. I've had it highly, highly, highly recommended, and apparently it's supposed to be excellent. That was actually my suggestion because we've kind of put it to a vote. Well, I suggested Moulin Rouge because I thought it was brilliant when I went to see it in London the other week, and Operation Mincemeat. And the other suggestions were Mamma Mia, Matilda, Frozen, Wizard of Oz thing, whatever that were called, and there were 2 others. I can't remember what others were. And I'd seen all of them in London at one time or another, and there was only there was none of them I hadn't seen. That was it. So I said, well, I would go and see Moulin Rouge because I'd offered that again. That's why it was there, and then Operation Mincemeat. Falcon Fixers, long time lurker, says hi, hello. Yeah, I've read about it as well, a lot about it. Oh, Mulan. Do you know what, Cows? If it's anything like the London version, it is brilliant. Really good. It was. I couldn't. Do you know what I did enjoy? We went to see it. It weren't in London. This went to see Bodyguard, and it's a different, slightly different story to the film. But some of the ways they get round not being able to show it in cinematographic content of some of the fight scenes and whatnot, the shootings. I won't spoil it. And it's really weird. Like when somebody's getting shot in one of the scenes in Bodyguard, the entire cast on stage, the lights start flickering and everyone starts moving in slow motion. It is brilliant choreography for about 10 seconds. So if you've ever watched one of these things on your iPhone where it goes in slow motion, they'll all be going like this, then they'll go, and then they'll speed back up. But sound and everything slows down in sync with them all on stage. How much? I mean, I know they do it daily, but I thought that was really good. It was quite spectacular how they did it. Apart from the woman who played the lead couldn't really sing, but the story was very, very good. Nothing like a good musical. Got to have a bit of a sing and dance, haven't you? I went to see. Seen quite a few things in London. We Will Rock You, and that was good. Seen Mamma Mia down there, and what other musicals have I seen down there? I went to see the Derren Brown show. That was good. I can't remember what it's called. You know, the guy who does the Mentalism. That was okay. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, but that was good. And Moulin Rouge, I think by far, is for production and the cast and everything else was by far the best one that I'd seen. And the worst one, and I would never recommend anyone go and see it because I thought it was absolutely dire. I wanted to leave halfway through, was Matilda. Dreadful. One of the worst things I have ever seen. It was just not for me at all. How that has survived so long. It was rubbish. Absolutely mind-numbingly boring. Anyway, we'll get this put to one side because this is done. And we'll get the next one brought in. Oh. I put my car on charge last night. It's only the second time I've ever charged it. I thought I'll put it on eco mode to charge it. I ain't got a clue why, but you put it on eco mode and it doesn't charge. It charges for about 4 minutes. And it said, your charging will be complete in 56 hours and 17 minutes. I'm like, well, I don't need car for the next few days because I only do about 3,000 miles. I'll leave it to charge. I know, just turns itself off after about 5 minutes. Crazy. Seen King. I want to see Rocky Horror Show. They're going on tour. The Rocky Horror Show is definitely one I want to see. So yeah, I have been dropping hints to say I won't mind seeing that because I think that'll be what is it? Let's do the time warp again. Put your hands on your tits and you're feeling fine. It's a pelvic thrust and feeling away. With Richard O'Brien, yeah. Oops, I'm kicking everything all over. I do fancy Time Warp. I just think it'll just be one of those for the audience getting behind it. Rocky Horror Show, sorry, will be very, very good. Love the movie with Tim Rice. Yeah, I'm not into not Moulin Rouge. What's the one about is it French Revolution or Russian Revolution? Les Mis. That was the other one. And I'm like, just not my cup of tea, that. Just not my cup of tea at all. Yeah, I'm doing it again. Evening sloth, afternoon sloth, morning sloth, whatever it is, sloth. This is not an SF stream. It's a mix of cultures, that's cooks. Mix of cultures. Something for every genre. Got more boxes sat in here than anything else. Put these cables with that, I'll bring the next computer in. Oh, it's heavy. Next one is in a carrier bag. This is what hurt me back when I was lifting it the other day. I should have really left it in the bag. Get that turned off. Let's just repair. Good afternoon, Gear. Oh, no, is it morning? No, it'll be afternoon for you guys. Good afternoon, Gear. Hope you are well. Hope Mum's doing well as well. Hope you're all doing good. Wipe down the bench a little. Thermal paste on from that last job. Subs have gone crazy. Hello, well, your last stream 3,000. Now 5,000. Thank you very much, Taipan7. Thank you. Yeah, it's going crazy. 5,450 on there. I always give boxes to the customers. So I do and I don't, S-Cugs. Most of my customers, I'll go, do you want your boxes? No. So I recycle them all because we have split recycling. If you're in the UK, you'll know that. I think most of Europe has it now. So I tend to recycle them as well and split all the foam and cardboard out. I pay extra for my recycling because I'm a business. So I pay extra for the recycling to go, all the waste to be collected. Yeah, so it doesn't really bother me, but I just know it's been recycled correctly. So I tend to, I'll give the customer the cables on that example, but I would keep the boxes because most customers don't want them unless they specifically ask. Or if I do a laptop, because laptop boxes, a screen, I generally put the laptop inside the box because you get a load of bubble wrap and don't like throwing that away. If it's a computer build, I'll often say to them, do you want all your boxes? But most of them will go, no, I don't need it. So the only box they do take home is the one for the case because the computer's in it. 10k tomorrow. I think we should have bets on when it's going to hit 10k. Do you know what's crazy, Sloth? Is that it's about 1,000 a day. Ooh, we have a delivery. It's about 1,000 a day that it's been going up. I've got 100 short of 190. This will be me 190th video. This one when it gets published, this stream. And I think it's down to the Thermal Master P3 review. I tell you what else I think it's down to is if we look at this. I have been changing the things I've done thumbnails. So I think that is, I think it's on here, you can see. So my ones here, you hardly get any. But when you put better thumbnails on, like that one, 758 views. When I do better thumbnails, certainly on the VODs, 9.1 views, 9.1k views. On that, it's just 2.2 on there. It's the ones with better thumbnails. As you can see, these are pretty poor. And somebody said start putting yourself in the thumbnails. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. But clearly people want to see what they want to see. You know what I mean? And you know who you are. You only tune in for this, are you? Yeah, I think videos certainly are helping. They certainly are helping. Come on, we need to get Sloth up there. I'm sure if there's any of the mods in chat, they'll be able to get your whatchamacallit on. Post it on the whatever it is. Dogs come to see me now. On the chat. Oh no, I think she's come because she thing rattle. You can't have it until let's repair Kent comes in. It's also because you are easy to listen to and easy going. Not going to mention this sexy. Yeah, there we go. My mistake. I appreciate that. if you come across any PCs that you're trying to get rid of that can play some average games, let me know. Are you based in the UK, Badand RP? If you are based in the UK, by all means, drop me a message on Discord, and I will probably have more than enough bits, excluding a case and power supply, because they're too big. But certainly got hard drive, certainly got RAM, certainly got motherboards, certainly got CPUs, and probably got graphics cards as well to assist with everything you need, really. So just let me know, and I'll see what I can sort. They're not going to be ultra modern, but I've got a couple of decent enough graphics cards that'll certainly get you some playing. If you're happy to build it yourself and get yourself a power supply and a case, and that, I can sort all the bits out for you. No worries at all. How's she doing? She's doing okay. She's laid down there. There we go. Oh, just as you know, I put Maddie on screen and we gained another subscriber. Look at that. I know. Did I just gain another 10? What? I'm not even look at that. Not even look at that. Because they talk about, oh yes, 41 watching, Tony, you're so cute. Thank you. Let's fix the GPU. I haven't. Well, I have got a GPU in for. I've got a GPU. No, I ain't got a GPU in for repair. I've got this desktop anyway. See if we can get that focused in. No idea why that's not going to focus. There you go. So let me bring control center up for it, which is Osbot. Let's see if we can get this focused. No, camera's froze altogether now. Wonderful. Ignore that. I know it's, yeah. And are we number 1? I can never remember which camera's which. Number 2, face cam. Image, autofocus, off, on. There you go. Done. Oh, I did do my first short yesterday. Oh, that's good. I've had mixed success with shorts. I tend to do shorts when I've got something to put on them, but it's generally out for a full video. Right, so he's put on here, this machine crashes and it's hit and miss whether it actually works or not. So don't know what's gonna come up about this or whatever. So we will boot into, someone that hurt me about when I picked it up the other day. We will how heavy. We'll boot into a PE test environment and see where we go. Whoa, epic. Oh. Oh no. Thank you to our current 16 Twitch viewers, and hello S-Cugs. Yes, autofocus fail. Yeah, fail. These Osbot cameras are brilliant cameras for the price. I will say they are brilliant cameras for the price. But the face cam does struggle with autofocus sometimes. That is the only downside of it. I would buy them again. It's another product I would buy. I'd buy the 4K one, which is my overhead camera. But when I come to change the face camera, I would probably change that for the 4K one. But they're quite a bit more expensive, double the price. Only about £120. So not mega price like some 4K ones, but certainly more expensive than that one. But I like it because you can control them off a Stream Deck. Morning, Alan. Good morning. BIOS first, please. Yes, see what CPU A will do. I'll bag it into BIOS and see what it is. Let's get the get a HDMI and we'll see if we get a picture on screen. A dedicated graphics card, which is that one there. Turn that off. I'm suspecting if this is a hit and miss crashing, and from what conversation I had, it says it kind of just freezes and crashes. I am suspecting it's either hard drive or RAM. Those are my guesses. It has a water cooler, so I can't say whether that'll be causing any big issues or not. So there is a possibility, because we all know how much I love water coolers, that it could be a water cooler issue. Or a cooler issue rather than water cooler issue. So, don't know. So we are an RX 6750 XT graphics card. And we have a... don't know what make motherboard it is, because they hide them. It is a... can't see the socket or anything else. On here. Yeah, I don't know what socket it is. I wish there's print it somewhere you could actually see. That'd be so much better. It looks like a nice motherboard. It's a Asus Prime 7. That's it, Z790. Should really know because it's written down there. So that'll be Intel, that won't it? Never say never with computers. Definitely not. I've had 3 dying, 13th, 14th gen, all to... Wow. I've had a couple of... oh, I've got a customer collecting. I have had a couple recently with people with CPUs dying. Let me grab the door, gents. As normal, I just want tick. That was the graphics card one we fitted this morning. Oh, so that one's gone and done out of the way. Sorted. It was the one who came on Saturday as well when I was in the towel. So it was just apologising again for coming whilst I was in the towel on Saturday. I don't know if it's me what should apologise, because me opening a door in a towel, and I only purposely put it round my waist, covered in shaving cream, must have scared them really. Alex, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you are. We are repairing a... this one's our third one, fourth one today? Don't know. Ouch. We are repairing a few liquid cooler. I learned, Scugs, I learned. I did learn. Z7090 boards, yeah. Confirmed could be BIOS killing CPU. Yeah, I've had a couple. Tell you what else I've had as well is the 98 and 9900 AMDs being killed by motherboards as well. So that's another one to do. Good morning, Alex. There we go. Caught doing the can CDD. Oh, did you catch me doing that? I'll do it Time Warp actually. Do it Time Warp. Yeah, I've had a couple of AMDs which have been fried because of the BIOS issues with those as well. So it's really important that you keep your BIOS up to date on that as well because they're overvolted and frying the chips. Right, let's see if we can get into the. Oh, I didn't like how that started up. Didn't like that at all. That fan kind of started, did a flicker of a turn, and then went off. Then these started, flicker of a turn, and went off. Let's keep an idea at bottom right, see if we get a picture. I am bashing the delete key. As yet, nothing. So we'll just leave that to post. That doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. No, I would concur. That definitely doesn't look good. We don't have picture. Now there is a high probability that we might get a picture from on board. So let's. It's been an Intel. I'll just shut that down. Pull my CPU out. Let's plug this straight into the board. With it being an Intel chip, we might get a picture on here. So we'll keep an eye out in bottom right again. Keep an eye out down here again for picture. I mean, it could be an Intel chip without. It isn't working, Jim. It's not. It don't look good, Jim. Now, he did say that it was only crashing. He said it worked. It was just crashing. But that to me don't look like it's even working. And we've got no signs of life from keyboard either. Look, caps locks is dead. And number locks is dead. Let's try a BIOS reset. Yeah, definitely not that. Try a BIOS reset. Not even, yeah, it's not even trying to post. It isn't. It's kind of sticking, isn't it? Let me just see if we can. Oh, see what's what down this side. Clear CMOS. We've actually got a little button down here for it, which is good. So we'll just hold that in, turn the power supply off, and press that one in as well, just to drain everything out at board. On, post. I don't like how that jumps. You press the power button, that jump stops. These spin and then they start to spin. It's like the it's like the sequence is slightly off. I'm just keeping an eye out on keyboard now. I've done a BIOS reset, so we'll keep an eye out on keyboard there. Just see if anything flashes or comes up. I have got no beep speaker in it as well. We've got a beep speaker next. That might just take a few seconds. Let's get a speaker plugged in, and that'll do. GPU fans are spinning.
PCDD, you little shit.
I'm going to speaker plugged in, which is going to be on these somewhere. Can't get my hand down. There you go. Right, this back on, that back on. Just while this is posting, I'm just going to pop for a wee. 1 minute. So my telephone's ringing now. PC repairs. I can try. What's the issue? Okay. Okay. Are you trying a dual boot system to Linux, or are you just? Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, we can sort that out for you. We can sort that out for you. I have you already? You've got your data backed up or no? Ah, right. So you've got all your data, but yeah, I mean, we can. I can put your Linux Mint on it. Shouldn't be a problem at all. You can bring your version if you want. Yeah, I mean, if you've got latest version, I don't keep the latest versions of Linux mainly because. Yeah, yeah. If you bring your version, it shouldn't be a problem. It don't really save me any time. I just download it and burn it to a USB anyway. But if you've got a version that you want specifically on it, yeah, by all means, bring it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, as I say, bring it. Yeah. But yeah, we can get that sorted for you. If you dropped it off today, it's probably going to be ready probably sometime tomorrow, I would have thought. Yeah. But yeah, we can do that. I've done it many times with different people. We yeah. It's just the time it takes, and obviously, yeah, with yeah. That's the thing. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm not doing anything else. You see, so that's why we charge. But I can appreciate it if you can do it yourself. It's that. I would imagine if you follow a lot of tutorials online, that's probably the best way for you. All right. All right. Yeah. It's a common one for a lot of people. But yeah, we can sort it out. Just let us know if you do want it doing. Yeah. No worries at all. All right. Have a good day. Yeah. Bye-bye. So somebody wanting Linux Mint installed on the system and have managed to wipe the entire computer and can't install Linux Mint. So they've not got Windows. I've not got Linux Mint, but they want Linux Mint. But they don't want to pay me to install Linux Mint because he can do it himself. Okay. So he's not having it done because he can do it himself. Anyway, guys, sorry. Interestingly, look, we now have life, just no picture. There we go. I agree. Dream's not looking good. Hi, oh, there we go. Welcome in, Zoe. That's my daughter, by the way. Zed Good is my daughter. Unplug everything. Unplug motherboard, CPU. Well, we've now got Dreams. We've now got a brain on the computer. We've just not got a picture. That could be because I've got it into motherboard though, and there's no output on motherboard. Right, into GPU now. Let's see if we can do a Control Alt and Delete. Right, Control Alt and Delete work. So we'll just see if that comes up there. Don't know if it beeps whilst I was away. Control Alt and Delete didn't really pull anything up, so we'll just keep an eye out on number lock again. Clear the CMOS and see if it helps. Sometimes GPU are stuck on specific output, maybe change the output. See if, yeah. Remarkably, I see HDMI getting stuck an awful lot where DP port doesn't, or DP doesn't. Yeah, it was on. There we go. We've got a picture. So it is posting into. It is posting, which is good. Let's just see if there's any issues with heat within the BIOS. 54 degrees, and let's see if we can get onto this one. Get rid of my ugly face, and it'll be F7 for that. That's a beefy CPU, running at nearly 6 megahertz. 6 gigahertz, sorry. i9 14900KF. What? That's a beast of a machine. But all agree, bit of a tasty one, that, isn't it? TASTY, tasty. Yeah, it needs a BIOS updating, doesn't it? That's certainly certainly too old. Hey, Arnold. Good afternoon, Arnold. Good afternoon. None of my sounds are working, so please. No idea why. Don't even ask me why they're not working. It's just more stuff. So his temps at 52 degrees, I don't think are too bad at that. His VRMs are pretty good as well. I mean, they're not pulling any current really, but 38 degrees C, I would say, is perfectly fine. And he's got a Samsung 990 Pro. This isn't a cheap system, this is not. The only thing I would say lets it down is the AMD graphics card. I'm not a lover of AMD because of what they are, but I don't think that's too far wrong. Might need to do a BIOS though. Yes, I want to leave that. So if I take a screenshot of that, I'm looking for the BIOS date on there. It's that one there, 23. So we're on 1402, aren't we? Let me take that one so I remember which BIOS it is. And we are going to do save changes because I have reset it, and I'm going to do that. Let's see if we can get into the boot menu now. I'm going to save changes, then go into boot menu. Is it F? I can never remember which it is. It's taking a while to post back into it out of a black screen, isn't it? That's the only thing which I don't like, is the time it's taking. The BIOS is the one which kills. Most changes won't stay when update BIOS, yeah. So we need to get into the BIOS update then, don't we? So let's get that shut down. Turn that off. Let's get some PRIME Z790. Is it Z790P? Power! That's what I didn't want, which would boot in customer's profile. So I can't show you that. It's customer's profile. Let's just get onto here. I don't know whether it's a Z790 or a Z790P. I presume they might only do a Z790. No. Can't see whether this is a P or not. Let's take his GPU out and get proper board and broth there, because I don't want to do it wrong and have an issue with his system doing things it shouldn't be doing, then having to take chips off and program it manually rather than update. Hopefully he's not fried his CPU with the incorrect details. microcodec on there. So it is a Z790A Wi-Fi. A Wi-Fi, that's the one. And the revision is a revision 1.01. I wonder if there's several revisions. Not a cheap board, is it? Support. Driver and tools. Yes, Windows 11 will do me. And BIOS and firmwares. And we're at 2023, weren't we? So let's see. So the one what we had was 1402, which is should be 2023, which is right down. Been a lot of updates since, haven't there? There you go. That's the one what we had. So there's been quite a lot. I'm just having a quick skim just to make sure there's not one what says please update to. So that one's where they first updated the microcodecs. Because some will say update to this drive, this BIOS first. There's an awful lot here. Modifying string BIOS. Yeah. So should we just jump in and go to the up to the latest one, which is that one? MS Info 32. I've not booted into computer, Arnold. That's the thing. This is my machine, not his. On that one, but it is a Z790A Wi-Fi, which is that one just there. So let me get a memory stick. My BIOS memory stick, which is that one. Stick that in my machine. BIOS file. And extract. Let's extract it to there. Show extracted files. Working and BIOS renamer. Done. Copy. Stick that on my piece BIOS, which is there. Paste, and then we'll get this into the. Could not find them. Stupid thing. Copy. Paste. Right, we'll just get this whatchamacallit out. Close that. Eject that. Done. We'll get booted into BIOS. So we've got a BIOS on here. Stick this graphics card back in, just so we get a picture on his card. Ouch. That CPU with fuel bar. About, yeah. I'm hoping if the CPU has gone. Well, I'm hoping the CPU hasn't gone. I'm hoping it's a different issue that he's having with it crashing. But I'm agreeing with you, Dreams. I think if he's running it this long and it's starting to get to a point it's randomly crashing, I think it's already fried the CPU. I would agree, which probably won't please the customer because they're not cheap items. What are they now? 400 quid, 500 quid? Crazy. Got an e-bike to ride back to school to embarrass, so she will walk. Oh my gosh. Photofix, good afternoon. Hello, hello, or good evening, good welcome. Just hello. Easy to find you in the woods. Right, let's see if we can post back into a BIOS on here. Turn this on. Keep an eye on the bottom right, and we'll see if we get a picture. As soon as we get a picture, we'll get it on screen, and then we'll flash this BIOS. I have put the BIOS on the whatchamacallit. There you go. We've got a picture. Ignore the green. It's just my OBS playing up. And F7, and then we're going to Tools, and we're going to Flasher. And we want probably... Why can't I find my... That's bizarre. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find it a second ago. It's that one there. Yeah, it just weren't showing up. It just I was clicking on that and it just weren't showing up for whatever reason. But it is now. Ah, wait there. So I don't know whether he's got what do they call it? BitLocker if he's Windows 11. Yeah, it's crazy that folder, isn't it? Why it goes green sometimes. I always thought it were a connection issue on the cable, but it's not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to boot into his thing, aren't I? Just means I can't show that on screen. Yeah, I want to exit that. So what I'll do, gents, I'm going to exit this. Yeah, quit without saving. I'm going to go back to that, and I'm going to just boot this on my screen. Log into his profile, disable BitLocker if it's on, and then come back and do that on there. No, don't look like he's got it. I will just do disk encryption. Is it drive encryption? I never remember what they call it. Because they don't call it BitLocker. I mean, everyone knows it as BitLocker, but they don't call it BitLocker in Windows 11. And it won't even let you search it. Encrypt. Data encryption, that's what they call it. Not drive. Right, it's off anyway. So we're good. So we should be able to boot back into BIOS now. Should be. Let's get this back in OBS. Pickfucker. Let's get this back into here and get this firmware updated. Get the BIOS updated. Once I've updated the BIOS, we will create a profile like I've done in the past. Log in on my profile and then do the rest. So we'll just see if we can get into the BIOS. Keep an eye on the bottom right. And again, it's gone into his profile, so we'll come out of that and shut that down because I missed it. Glowing lights, I always think to myself, the RGB thing, back to what my grandmother said to my granddad. Don't go into the light. Some of these RGB are pretty, but vast majority of mine wouldn't want. Look at that. Gone green screen straight away. There we go. See if we can get into here. Please let me in the BIOS. Please let me in the BIOS. Please let me in the BIOS. So we're going to have to use the BIOS tool, which is that one just there. And we'll come back down to our memory stick, which is there. Did I select the right one? Yes. Yes. It's reading the file. I know it's green, can't do what about it. It's I use some software on my with my 3090. I use some software to disable the RGB because just not for me at all. Fortunately, 5090 I've got now has a switch on it. So yeah. I just don't think there's anything more off-putting because the computer is right next to the left-hand side of my driving rig. So it's an F1 cockpit, so it's right next to the cockpit. So if I've got flashing lights in there, it's just really disturbing. I've got an ultra-wide monitor which has backlights on it, which kind of then put the colour of whatever's on screen up the wall. So the rest of the RGB is just distracting from that as well. Green screen. Yeah, we're superimposing this, Kiki. Superimposing it. Hoping that once this is done, it then sits up to the thermal or the other stress testing. Does anybody know what will trigger the crashing under the microcodecs? It's just heat, isn't it? And the degradation of the circuitry. Yeah. Well, you can get BitLocker, can't you, on Windows 10, but only in the Pro version. I just don't like the way they implemented it, just putting it on a standard for a lot of people if they're signed in with a Microsoft account. Don't like that at all. I just don't think they should have done it as standard. Because they just really, well, they probably did tell people just don't read it. So the amount of people I get coming and they say, and I'll explain to them about BitLocker, and they just look at me blank. And I'll go, well, it's probably in your online account with any luck and things like that. But they're just not aware of it. They should have publicised it more. I don't know what Windows 12 will have in store for it. I'm hoping they give you the choice, a bit like Mac used to do. Do you want to encrypt this or not encrypt this, rather than just doing? No problem at all, Cows. Thank you very, very much for helping, participating, and being a mod. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I may not be streaming when you get back anyway, because I'm only going to stream until about 1 p.m. today. Because I've got my accounts to do with being coming up to month end and a shed load of paperwork. And I've got 3 or 4 collections where people are picking up. Update successful, system will restart. Okay. So this will probably be the last job anyway I do. So we'll just flick over to there. We'll keep an eye out in bottom right again and see what comes up. So whatever you're getting up to, Cows, thank you, thank you, thank you. I may stream tomorrow if we get some other jobs in. But unfortunately, it's a little bit quieter this week. Right, that's now obviously doing its update. If we're looking at bottom right hand corner, it's still not come up, but we've gone green. Ooh, let's get RGB. Oh, that really unnerves me, that, because on DDR5, if you've got RGB DDR5 RAM, it can attempt to rewrite the RGB firmware on your RAM and cause a BIOS failure on the RAM. Tony from Northwest Repairs has made a video about it if you want to look at that. So it always unnerves me when it updates the RGB. And even if your system hasn't got RGB on the RAM, it can update the firmware still on your, or they update the BIOS on the RAM stick itself and still affect it even if it's not got RGB, because it could be the same BIOS. Either way, either works or not work. Yeah. Well, we can see this is can't really speed this process up, and I don't really want to speed this process, but it still unnerves me with BIOSes. It's just a massive point of failure, isn't it? For something which they should make a lot more reliable, a lot more bulletproof, and it's just not. Now, I don't like RGB. It's just G, yeah. This one's just green. It's just green, no R&B. Yeah, I agree. I just sit here and pray that it will turn back on. I mean, fans are spinning up and everything else. And it's just that silent prayer you say to yourself. We've all done it. We've all sat here going, "Come on, come on, come on." And he's jeering it on, aren't you? Thinking, any moment now, any moment now, any moment. And there's just a little cheer inside here when it works. We had a flicker of green. Please give me a better picture of green. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We've got green. That's always good. We've got Asus. Right, we haven't got any RAID controller, so we don't need to worry about that. And then we'll do F7. And we just want to see if that's updated. And it has. 1836. And it's 16th of April 2026, which is the latest version. I thought about HDMI as well, but I will reseat things just before we get any further. I'm just going to save that. And then we can put that a bit down. I'm going to boot into my as long as it works correctly. Yeah. So let's see if this is posting again, or trying to post anyway. All I've told it to do is remember settings, but we all know they can be a little bit slow. We don't need that, so I'll take that out. That's the speaker. Now this is going to be an interesting one to see whether I ain't got a 14th gen chip. Might have a 14th gen motherboard. I've got a B760 up there. We've got a picture. I want to see if that'll boot into his Windows profile down here. If it does, I'll shut it down. I'll connect it to my monitor. Create an admin profile. Log into admin, and then we'll get back on OBS and do some testing. Used to be my favourite colour when I was a small child, actually. Intel RST off. Right, his main screen is fine, so it can't be a dodgy connection. Must just be an OBS thing. So if you look at his main screen, I know there's Northern Lights on there, or Aurora Borealis, but it is on there. You reckon we'll get to 5,500 subs by the end of this stream? It's looking good, isn't it? I mean, well, less than 30 to do, I would say. Right, let's get this on here. I'm just going to post this onto my system, create his user account, and then I can log in on OBS. Which end CPU is the carrot cake, as I recall? Carrot cake? As AI recalling. Do you know what? On my screen without OBS, that BIOS screen is actually perfect. It must just be OBS not liking it. Don't know why. I'm getting up and running. Just go to admin accounts, create an account, a couple of tickles, accounts, other users, add a user, which is me, PCBD, and we don't want to put a password on it. Change me to an admin, change account type to an admin, great, close and log off. Sign out, sign me in. We can get this on OBS.
There, 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 there.
We should have in bottom right hand corner. Keep an eye out there, and we'll get onto big screen. HDMI. There we go. Get my diagnostic USB. Don't need that in, so take that off. Say no to that, no to that, yes to that, no to that, no to that, and go away. Change this screen so I can actually see it. It's not downloads I'm after. I'm after that one. Diagnostics. So let's pull a couple of different diags. Let's pull that one across. Let's get furry donuts as well. Yeah, version 2. Don't want heavy load. Crystal disk info we will run from here. Just make sure his drives are okay. %99 good on a 990. Yes, fine. And that is a 6,000 hours. There might be an update on his BIOS for his what's it called? Yeah, hard drive. It might not necessarily have the right thing on there. Just eject my memory stick. Don't want that sat in there. No point testing that. Eject. Done. Can't believe I've been a member now for 6 months. Oh, time is flying. Do you know somebody else was saying that the other day? Because I think a lot of people are coming to their 6-month anniversaries as well. It's crazy for me as well to think that I've been doing this. It'll be a year next month I've been streaming. A year. And for everybody who wants to blame somebody, please send all the hate mail to JFix. It's all his fault whilst I'm streaming. He convinced me to do it. It's all his fault. Yeah, a year next month. So I think I've got it in my diary for the day. So I'll be doing a anniversary stream, no doubt. But yeah, 6 months, crazy. And you look how far we've come in 6 months, closing in on 6,000 subscribers, moving from 500 in 6 months to 6,000. It's just, yeah, unbelievable. But it's nice to have everybody here for the ride. Some come, some go, some turn up, some come back, some leave. It's not for everybody, is it? But it's always nice to have people about. I'm only going to do a normal one. I just want to monitor that temperature up there. I know I've said this many times on stream. Reason why I didn't stream initially when James was saying it, I honestly didn't think anybody would watch. This is on normal, 78 degrees. Come on, cooler. Come on, cooler. Unstable series, yeah, it is. Yeah, both are free. Arian, they are both free of charge. Crystal Disk Info, portable, and the standard one. I actually use the portable and install it to the memory stick. So I've unplugged it now, but it installs to the memory stick and just sits on there. So it's easy. I have tried installing other things to the memory stick as well, and it won't let you. Yeah. Acenton Dragon, good afternoon, good day. How are you? Yeah, Crystal Disk Mark and Crystal Disk Info. I think they're a staple for certainly info for virtually everybody who's got a computer. Just bang it on your system and keep an eye on it. It's just really easy to use. A bit like OCCT. You subscribe to this through their Patreon site. It's well worth it. It's certainly if you're testing. I just need to update my memory stick with it on. But it's just an amazing piece of software. So we are sat sub 90 degrees, pulling 250 watts. What? We will do a power test on it as well. I just want things to get a little bit warm because this will help root out any issues. He's given me permission to do stress testing, which is basically what I'm doing, some minor stress testing at the moment. Not going to push it too far. So this is on extreme and fixed. So still pulling that 4.5. Fans are really ramping up on the cooler. It's like a small power plant. I know. Whether that is just CPU as well. Wait until we get graphics card. I would imagine graphics card up here will start when I do power testing in a second. It'll really start ramping up. So I would imagine the cooler is nice and warm. So we'll go back. We will do a power test. So we'll do a combined because I prefer combined. So we'll put priority on that as high. We'll do extreme and we'll do a large data set. We'll do a steady one of those. That one and adaptive 3D. Sorry, they're the ones I want. So we'll do above normal, extreme, steady. We'll do fixed. So we'll do all threads. We'll do this as a steady one as well. We'll put that on high and we'll do extreme. Actually, we'll put priority on above normal. So we've got extreme on graphics card and we've got clicked in there, and we've got on fixed threads and everything else. So this will test the graphics card and the CPU. So this should be pulling quite a lot of juice. It does seem low, but I think it's because it's banging across all cores. I thought it seemed low considering it was sat at 6 gig before. I thought it seemed a bit low. But I'll have to see what the base speed is. Graphics card's not pull as much as I thought. Look at that, 165 watts. I don't know what this card should pull. But we sat at 100% usage. Yeah, it's not. I mean, temperature's going up a little bit. We will run Furry Donuts in a second, which will probably push that up a little bit more. And see what wattage we get. Yeah, I have left the BIOS as standard. Yeah, I've not touched the BIOS. Bang that on power. One last test, and then we'll do a quick memory test, and we will then run Furry Donuts. I think I'm going to probably have to run this for 165. Yeah, it's capping out at that. That card just don't want to take any more than that, does it? Are you saying if we can unlock something in the BIOS stream? Is that what you're saying? I'm not obviously going to overclock or anything like that, but there might be a BIOS setting which will unlock it a little. I mean, all cores are sat up there. It's only a base speed of 3.2, and it's actually 1 gig over at that on all cores. It's not running into thermal issues. It's not. I wouldn't have thought it's running into power issues here. Basic overclock. Okay. Let's come out of here. So we can get 4.3, can't we? 253 watts. Let's just have a look at. Let's get into the BIOS. Watch it go green again. Perfectly working screen, and then it'll go green when we boot into the BIOS. So let's get into the BIOS and see if we can just tweak a little bit. Oh, we need to put XMP on anyway, don't we, for memory? Because I would imagine that's not on all DOCP or whatever it is. Yeah, green again. Must be an OBS thing, this. Why it's going green. No idea why, so we'll just have to put it away. Reckon Asus overclock? Is that what you're thinking? Oh, remove everything. No, we're not doing that. Oh, we've got a subscriber over on Twitch. Thank you, Taipan on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Performance cores. I'll leave that on auto. And we're not going into Tweakers Paradise. Let's just save that and see. I put DOCP on there as well for his RAM. So this will take a few minutes. We've been setting its settings up as well. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. My HDMI switch keeps turning off and going back to microscope because it's on a switch with a microscope for me OBS feed. I have to keep reminding to press it. I still don't like the length of time it takes to read it. But we'll boot into the thing. You use Intel Extreme Tuning Utility. I'm not a lover of overclocking anything. Just for the reason of more often than not the customers' machines, and you start overclocking them and touching them, and something goes wrong, and they tend to shout at you when you get it wrong. Right. Is there one in here what says sign out? Lock. Here you go. So log me in, it's wrong profile. You know what it's like. Set that up. Let's see if this makes a difference. Bring Task Manager up. So we're all ready. All cores. So it is overclocking to 6. And we'll do steady extreme. We'll get this back on there. And we'll see if this makes any difference. 253 watts. And we were at 4.2, I think we were at. Start. Ooh, don't like that at all, does it? Now, we had an issue with one a couple of weeks back, if you remember, where we couldn't enable certain things. I'm going to leave that one in auto. I'm going to leave the advanced overclock on, or the Asus overclock, and just see if it was the RAM which was causing the issue. And if you remember, we couldn't test it fully because every time we tested it on the board wouldn't support it, and we ended up putting in another board, and it had the, I think with Dream which said that as well, it was clocking it was restricting its current. And then that is the one where everything just started working. If you remember, we changed the CPU and it didn't work in the computer, and then changed the RAM, then we changed the motherboard, then we changed the power supply, and then stuff just started working for no reason at all. Right, I've got green, which is good. Let's post into Windows. All I've done is turn the memory off this time. Do a reboot on that. Right, get this one up, and I can put this in way, because it's going to be awkward and it's going to log into the wrong profile. I'll tell you that now. It's going to log into the wrong profile. So we'll just put that there. I just realised I got a tip on Twitch by Bovine Chowd, fighting the negative equality cause. Sorry, I didn't see that. 7 days ago that came through. Thank you very much if you are in chat. Completely missed that. And I think that one's locked. Yeah, it is. There you go. So this should now have turned overclock RAM off, which could still be causing the fall over and die, and left that one on, left the CPU one on. So we'll try Extreme again. I think we'll find that this is, like we were suspecting, this is going to crash and cause, it's the CPU pulling too much current. Exactly the same as what we had last time. 342, so it's massively high, working this time. That were at 235, if you remember last time. Look at the temps. I don't think that's a cooler issue. I think that's just because this CPU just wants to get hot. Yeah, force Intel limits in the BIOS. I'm going to go back in there and do it. It just likes to get funky. It's just leaving so much performance on the table because it caps it out from 6 gigs to 4.3 with those Intel limits. That's the downside. So he's leaving, what's that, 30% on the table. Now, most people would spend hundreds, if not, well, many hundreds of pounds trying to get 30% increase on performance. So basically, that's the difference. So we had it on Asus one. If we pull it back, it pulls it back to 235 watts from 320. So that's what it's basically doing, is pulling it back. Now, do we go for Intel default settings as performance or extreme? I think we... So 135, what's extreme do? Don't know. Let's leave that on performance. But noticeably, it didn't die with DOCP off either. So I think I just need to have a conversation and say it's dying with DOCP and it's doing with that. I'm going to leave that to BIOS auto as well. I'm going to leave everything else on auto on here as well. Save changes, done. Just while that's posting and booting, we will get onto microscope. Yeah, the middle of the screen. So it's ready for him. And he comes on. Faulty Intel CPU will work when you drop the multiplier back to 52. Ah. You're fixing a PSU, but it's a Dell. Oh, well, that's the problem with Dells, isn't it? You've got to fix the PSUs because you can't get them. Well, you can get them, but they're just crazily expensive or stupidly rare. OCCT back on. I don't like the temperatures hitting 100 degrees as well. That's probably not the best thing for it. So we should see 235 watts there, a more stable temperature at 83 degrees, and 4.3 gig performance up here. So 4.3, 235, and about 80. Oh, that's interesting. So we have got best of both worlds at that. It's still overclocking, even though we've enforced limits. Do we think the issue would be OCP then? RAM overclock? Because I've disabled that and it's working on the two profiles now. I mean, I don't like the temp, but the fact that I'm not going to run it at that because I don't like the temp that high. I've just put the latest BIOS on. That's one of the first things we did. We put the latest BIOS on. It's got the latest one, which is April, I think it is. BIOS. That CPU is toasted. Is that what it is? Is that why it's not? Yeah, that's why I wanted to turn it down, or not run it as far. I think the CPU is damaged before from the old BIOS. I mean, the BIOS are 3 years out of date, and you can see from the BIOS file, many of them were improving the microcodecs. I don't know why it's not shutting down, but it might be a 105C cutoff, Worms. That could be why it is. Could be over 100 degrees C cutoff. It would be suffering heat stroke. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it's not like 6 gigahertz, but they're still going up there, isn't it? I'm going to load failsafe. Load default, yes. Yeah. That should have, if I do a save changes and X, I'm going to back into BIOS now. Yeah, 105 thermal limit, yeah. I'm thinking it's 105. I think a lot of Intels aren't they, set around 105, 107. A 12, yeah, I ain't got a 12. I had one, but I gave it away. So I ain't got a 12th gen. No, I ain't got a 12th gen CPU. The only 12th gen I've got actually is a faulty one now. So let's get back into BIOS and see what this is doing. Again, we'll keep an eye on it in bottom right. No, well, that was interesting. It just rebooted all on its own. Oh, that could be because I've reset defaults and it was still going through that process. Get back into the BIOS. F7. So those are all the defaults now. 5.7 frequency, which was sat at 6 before. I mean, it's saying the target frequency is 6 gig. You can actually set it here. So I could actually set a maximum core temperature. I'm right in thinking that if I set that to 95 degrees in there, it will not allow the CPU. It'll start throttling at 95 degrees on that one. You mean that one there? Should be 253. Should that be 253 and it's set at 400? CPU core cache current limit max. Saying 253 is what it should be. I know it's down there as 253. If you look, current long duration is 253. I think that one there is 253. That's its ampage, where this is his wattage. So I thought this should be 327, which is what it was telling us. Not 32, because that definitely won't get out of bed. Stupid thing. $327. I think that should be 327, which should bring that down to 253 watts. Well, your 253 watts, if you remember what it was saying, was 327 amps. At 400 amps, it was 300 and something watts. Just come out of that screen there. Then we'd go to that. Right, no, not that one. Intel, that one. So this is one I was looking at. If you look at that, that says 400 amps is 320 watts. 253 watts is something lower. Doesn't actually tell me ampage though, does it? Going to leave that at those and see. Yeah, I'm going to do that and just see what it boots at. If it boots. It's going to that screen and that screen. Oh, 480. Woohoo! Let's see if this knocks it down a bit. So this should now power limit us, which will obviously have the effect of not letting it run as hot. So if 400 amps with 235 watts at 327 watts, I'm hoping this is a lot less. Oh, I've got a collection here as well. Will I get this started just before we go? Probably not. Right, and we'll leave that to stress test just while I get this door. Right, 253 watts. I'm going to grab the door, guys. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll just leave this stress testing. Hello. Hello, you all right? Which one is it you've come for? Angela. It's this one. There we go. That one there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Did money go through all right?
It did, yes, yes, yes.
Right.
Thank you very much. Just turn it on. There's an admin account on there. Log in as admin. Set it up like a new computer.
Right.
Just make sure I put up screen. Sorry. Yeah, I saw that shadow then. I'm like, I'm going to screw out now. I am. But yeah, everything went through fine for you. Working an absolute treat for me.
Right. What's that security score? I used to have to
That one again. I use it all the time. I've used it for what, 15, 20 years.
Right.
Brilliant.
All right.
All right.
All right.
See you later. Bye bye. That's done. So we're sat at 4.6, 253, 87 things. I think that is the maximum temperature I would really want to see it run long term at. Yeah, it is slow and he's leaving it on table, but if he's got a stable system as opposed to an unstable system because it's Friday's CPU. Quick memory test. 89, auto, RAM test. I will read that in a second. I'm just going to press start on here. I can do it for RAM test while I read that. Thermal map. Oh, there we go. Worms. Me too, worms. I personally like core temp. That's just me though. I would say better safe than sorry. Please don't forget that. Thank you very much. And height, yeah, height. Really helps the channel. The height really does help. If you don't know how to height, you just find one of my old videos and I think you click on the height button and you can height 3 videos per day. I would say, I know we're not, it's hardly pulling any wattage on here. 253 watts, 83 degrees, 4.6, I think is a long-term stable system. I know it's pulling more now because we're in a memory test, but that'll be because it's only some cores pulling it as opposed to that it's reading the highest core. Yeah, 400 watts. Too high for the cooler and everything. And it's still boostable. I don't think this tells me the maximum hardware info will. Voltages, frequencies. No, oh wait, there we go. So it has boosted to 6 on 2 P cores. Don't know whether they're probably the most efficient one, the most thingy of ones. Rest at 5.7 as you can see, and then moving down onto E cores. So it has peaked at that. He's still doing that, and then it's hitting its power limit, which is what we've imposed. I think with that, I can have a conversation with the customer to say there is a possibility that it could have damaged long term because the microcode explained a little bit to do with that on it, and explained that I have turned it down a little bit. It's up to him whether he wants to turn it up. Because he can simply override it, can't it? Turn it up, but it's whether he's going to get a stable system, or not. Yeah, they did. They had to ramp it right up. They had to, tweak and put it into a dangerous zone, just compete with Ryzen, because Ryzen will wipe the floors with it. Yes, James, sorry about that. Forgot to put the microphone off. Sorry about that. Maybe your customer lives in a fridge. I'll tell you what, with this thing blowing at me, if he lived in a fridge, he would be defrosting himself because it is really kicking some heat out. And the fans are blowing straight at me with this. Fortunately, it's not a smoker's computer, so it doesn't. It's not blowing anything odored out. Yeah, sorry. I'd left a microphone on the bench, so I do apologise. I wonder if you can claim back on warranty then. Yeah, I know. I've had a couple of customers with AMD thing. Sounds good now. Sorted. Yeah, AMD ones. I had a couple of customers who sent the 98 and 99 series back. But what AMD saying there is if there's any signs of heat damage, they won't do it, even though the heat damage is caused through the bad BIOS, because it's the manufacturers who didn't publish the BIOS and then the end users who didn't update the BIOS, so they won't honour the warranty claims. But how do they quantify whether it was done before or after BIOS release? I know it's been a couple of years now, or been about 18 months, hasn't it, since that issue? Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could. That's a good point, that Dreams. But would that go against him because he hadn't updated it himself? They might just put the onus on the customer saying, well, there's 3 years worth of BIOS updates there. It's not our fault because you don't have to do it, because we all know in law, ignorance is no defense. I don't mean the customer's stupid. I mean, just because he didn't know, so ignorant to the fact that they should have done that they will do that. They can't don't make any difference whether they can prove he's aware or not. If they've put it on there, it's up to customer to do it. Again, the ignorance, not knowing, isn't a defense. Yeah, there's it's the unfortunate thing is that these businesses will say, well, we've had it highlighted on our website, for example. It's not our fault you don't shop on the way, you don't frequent our website. So it's not good. I will suggest it to him. Yeah, I mean, if there's a chance, I mean, I don't know how long the RMA, the AMD ones was taking somewhere between 3 and 6 weeks, they were telling. But the customer said he got it back within about 2 weeks, the response. So it's what it is. I'm just really skeptical on any big companies trying to do anything really for the consumer. They'll wriggle out of it at every opportunity. You look at what's happening with the drives, SSD drives now, and they're all saying, well, have your money back, rather than giving you a working drive. Well, it's customer loyalty for that. You know, I invest my hard-earned money 3 years ago in a drive, which is covered for 5 years. It's now failed and broke. You blame me, you're now penalising me because they've tripled in price. Well, I think they should be offering them a replacement product rather than just a refund, because it's then the consumer, fair dues, he's got, you know, a £60 refund for a drive that he bought 3 years ago, let's say, but he's got to fork out £200 to buy a replacement. It's just not right, is it? Especially with, you know, the billions that some of these companies make. But they know full well that, you know, tomorrow you'll shop from them again. We've got no option, have we? If they were both pre-built, yeah. I suppose there's some emphasis there. Do you know when it was provided, if the consumer could actually say, this was, I bought this in 2024, let's say, and it had a 2023 BIOS on, because not all manufacturers will update the BIOS. It could obviously go back to the seller, the manufacturer of who built the system, and say, you give me the wrong BIOS date, which has caused the damage. Because consumer law is a tricky one, isn't it? Because consumer law isn't as stipulated, or in the UK, consumer law in the United Kingdom, businesses and companies have educated us so much that you've got a 12-month guarantee, 12-month guarantee, 12-month warranty, 12-month guarantee. Well, all that is irrelevant. Your actual consumer rights stipulate that you have, because that is just a business contract between you and the person building it, or you and the person offering it. It's like an insurance product. That is irrelevant, and it's separate to your consumer rights. Your consumer rights stipulate a fair amount of time for reasonable for the product and price. So if you buy a 10p item and it breaks within a month, well, your consumer rights will probably say for 10p, you've had your money's worth. But if you buy a £10,000 item and you would expect it to last 5 years and it breaks after 2 years, even if the manufacturer gives you a 12-month or 1 year warranty or 1 year guarantee and it breaks after 2 years, your consumer rights would actually probably be on your side to say, this should have lasted longer than 2 years. And if you were here an hour ago, what I would say about these washing machines, what these washing machine manufacturers are doing, because they're building the obsolescence in to the actual product, and it's failing after 18 months, purposefully doing that. If you go back and say my consumer rights should say that this lasts longer than 18 months because the man on the street says it should for £500, the chances are you'll get a brand new machine for nothing. And that's basically how consumer rights in the United Kingdom works. It protects you for a reasonable length of time, in line with how you should be using it, rather than a fixed period which manufacturers and shops would let you have. That is a separate thing altogether. Well known to 2023 BIOS. Yeah, it is. It is. It's well known for the manufacturers as well. And there's an argument to be said they should have probably done a bit more. Taking it to court, Worms, I think it's, what is it now, £150 for a small claims court. And again, the benefit of going to small claims court, you fill the paperwork and it's all done online now, is that I won't say it sides with the consumer, but there's a lot more leniency to the end user, the consumer, than there is in the business, because the businesses are deemed to know better. So because they're judged on with the man in the street, which is what magistrates are, they have to follow points of law, but they're judged on, should that £1,000 item last more than 18 months? Well, if I were buying that, I'd expect it to. So there is some sensibility put in it. And at small claims court in the United Kingdom, it used to be £10. It went up a few years ago, though. For that is not a great deal of hassle. Not a great deal of hassle at all. And there's certainly a lot of places which will walk you through it and hold your hand and take you through it. If you go to manufacturers and just say, I need the contact details because I'm doing an application to take you to small claims court with the manufacturer, it's what it is. But again, this is what annoys me. You ring a shop up, Mr. Smith's A1 electrical suppliers, where you bought a TV from and it broke after 16 months. He'll go, it's not to do with me, you need to speak to manufacturer. No, consumer law stipulate that my contract is with you, and they will all fob you back to the manufacturer. You can refuse it. No, you're dealing with it. You go back to manufacturer. You deal with it. It's my consumer rights. But they don't want to know, because it's all pushed at manufacturer. Because they know full well you go to manufacturer and you can't get through to anybody at manufacturer, so you just end up going in this circle. So you're left with no thing. You don't take it out against Intel, AMD, Zanussi, Whirlpool if it's a white goods, or Sony or whatever. You take it against Mr. A. Smith electrical shop who sold you the item. Or Curry's PC World if it's something from there, or wherever you bought it from, and that's where you take it back to, and that's who you take it against. And again, you generally, because you're talking consumer rights rather than specific rights on an item, you're more likely to win the case, because consumer rights is relevant really to electrical technical details on it. Yeah. Can't you tell I went on some training? I went on training to protect myself as a consumer and B as a business. But yeah. Yeah, I think it's a double-edged sword, that TPM version 2. It's a double-edged sword. It's come from a security point of view. So it's come from, I think, some degrees in a better sense of where we need to be for protection. But it's lifted a lot of people into issues with either replacing boards or having other issues with things. Yeah, the customer has better odds going to small claims court. Yeah, damn right. Small claims court, it's generally sided with the customer. You'll probably find that most companies will not even argue the case at small claims court on that. So there we go. Dasu created. Welcome. Thank you very, very much for your subscription on there. So guys, I'm gonna ring the customer on this one. I'm gonna have a chat with him and see what he's got to say about getting this one sorted and about this one done. I'm just wondering whether he had an overclocking profile on it. Can't say whether he did or didn't, but it seemed like let me log into this one. It seemed like it from where the settings were to where they are now. It does seem like considerably different, but we really haven't done a great deal apart from change a few settings and obviously update BIOS and whatnot. So I would like to think that it's a made a positive thing. So I'm just wondering whether he had tweaked or played with it or something like that. Not 100% sure. I have disabled OCP or DOCP, should I say, to make it more stable. So again, whether that has had an impact at getting it all working, don't know, I can't really say, but it's working. Brings us back to that, doesn't it? Brings us back to that. So flash the old 2000 BIOS back and see the defaults. Well, they probably, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if he had a custom profile under there, it probably wouldn't. I mean, I could have a look on stream, actually, rewind stream and have a look back there, couldn't I, Arnold, and see what it is. Did you know that thing I was texting you about yesterday, Arnold? It looks like I can't do live. I can only do catch up on that thing. So I'm going to look for a different solution to that. Asus well known for having wrong details. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I am going to wrap it here, guys, because it's 1:20. I did set a hard limit for 1 o'clock because I've got lots of other things to do. So I'm going to wrap it for here. I'm going to ring this customer, see what he says. I've got a couple of screens to order, but they're already out, so I just need to place an order for them. And everything else on there is done, and everything else in there is done. So I am actually, barring waiting for 2 screens to arrive, I'm worked up, which is always nice. That's why I'm going to do my accounts and all my paperwork and everything else which goes with it, and probably tidy a little bit of this crud off the floor. So thank you to everybody who's joined in. Thank you to everybody who sat there, listened, talked, Twitch and YouTube as well. 14 people on Twitch, which I just find amazing on there, and the 30 odd people on YouTube as well. Don't forget to hit that like or subscribe or follow, whatever it is, on your respective platforms, and we'll catch up probably. I've got the hospital Wednesday, all day Wednesday again, so I'm not streaming Wednesday. So it's probably going to be maybe Thursday, unless I get a load of work in tomorrow. Never know what's going to walk through the door. Might do a couple of, might do an evening stream tomorrow because we've got a couple of. I want to see if I can get the Bitminer, you know, the Bitcoin miner that I bought, up and running. So I might do that on a stream, just as an evening stream actually. Rather than a repair stream, and see what I can do with that, because I haven't got a clue how to use it. So that might be something for that. But anyway, guys, have a good day. Take it steady, and we'll catch you all very, very soon. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.